that terrifies most scientists. But for a new breed, the challenge is saving lives. The research is deadly, and the laboratory is nature itself.
Joe! Bill! It's coming! Everybody underground now!
Get underground! Take cover right now! Go!
Whoa, what an intro. That's
Wow.
Suck Zone material right there. Wow.
Wow.
Well, hello, people.
Can I ask a real quick question?
Of course,
Is
anytime
that trailer was cut from the original trailer?
I cut it. I rearranged it and recut it for myself from the original trailer. Yes.
Okay, that original trailer does no justice to the actual movie. That holy shit, that is a
Actually,
cheap trailer.
The trailer isn't cut from movie footage. It's actually like part of the effects reel that they just sort of
Right,
slapped
right,
together.
right.
Wow, that shit looks terrible.
Well, they made it as like more of like a horror trailer showing devastation instead of everything. I don't know. It's yeah, there wasn't much to work with the trailer because we know 90s trailers are kind of shit. So
Some Blumhouse trailer editing in there.
Exactly,
For real.
exactly.
At least they didn't show the entire movie.
That is true.
Yeah, it was
they
pretty
just
popular in the
they showed the
90s. Hey, you want to
tornadoes.
know the whole plot and every joke in the film? Here it is.
Yeah, but they
There
make
it
this
is.
movie, which is like a third of it, a comedy, look like a horror movie.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
They don't even show any of the cards. The hands
Right,
go
good.
on the green circle or the feet on the red one.
But
They don't
the
even
bottom
show
line
any of that.
is we're all here for the Suck Zone, and I am all for it. I don't
I'm
know
not here
who
for the suck zone. I'm here for the blow zone.
well, then that's a different movie for a different time. But
That's
yes,
in the sequel.
yes, that's Twisters.
That's the other
Twisters
end of
2,
the suck.
Twister Harder.
Twist harder.
Twister,
Hey.
the hot spot.
Welcome back, people. Episode 78. We're doing Twister. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
As ridiculous as the plot is, and sometimes in this movie, I don't care. I had an absolute blast rewatching this. As far as disasters movies goes, this is how you make them. Make it fun.
I think this is the big daddy of disaster
This is-
movies, if
this
I'm
is
honest.
Agreed.
It's so good. Now, there is some craziness with the tornadoes, and we can get into all that as we go along, but let's introduce the panel. Shield Wall of Dragons. It's been a while, but he is back on the channel. Welcome back, sir.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Been way
Yeah,
too long.
seeing this movie again, it came out in the 90s. I saw it in the theaters, but I was living in Arizona then. So having moved to the West Texas area, and it just looks like what's in this movie. Everything, the little towns, the drive-ins, the whole countryside, all of that.
Yeah.
And having tornado warnings like weekly in the summer, it kind of it hits a little differently. Also, being able to see the 90s and just go, man, how good were things back then?
Dude,
Mm.
seriously.
Yeah. So Also, I think that the trailer doesn't really capture the essence of this movie. To me, rewatching it, this isn't a disaster movie; it's a hero's story for me.
Ooh.
And I can get into it later about why I think
Sure.
that that's the case.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to
Yeah.
defend that one.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
that's okay. That's why we do the show, people. Mr.
Not a
Jacob,
superhero thing. Just
no,
a-
I
it-
just hero
it's
in
a
general.
heroic, right? Heroic story that is very positive, and it just
Right.
happens to take place with destruction all around.
Very true. Jacob Ironside, how are you doing,
Hey,
sir?
man,
Welcome back.
I'm good. Good to be back. I actually got after I watched this movie when I was a kid, got a red Dodge truck toy
Ooh.
and
Nice.
reenacted this show. So
Yeah, I did too.
had-
Legitimately, like
it was
the
funny.
same one as the movie.
Yeah, me too.
Nice,
That's
nice.
hilarious.
This was a good rewatch. I haven't seen this movie in a long time, so
Yeah,
good to watch it.
definitely a
Look
good
forward
time.
to talking about it.
Definitely. Amateur analyst, my man, how are you doing? Welcome back.
Good. Yeah, glad to be back. Yeah, like Jacob, I got the little red truck too. Definitely reenacted this movie like a million times. It kind of haunted my childhood, honestly, because I was way too young to see it when it first came out. I think I was like an infant. But like rewatching it as like a kid, like years later, it just gave me a irrational fear of tornadoes for sure. And then rewatching as an adult, it's like it's a fun movie, but it's got some baggage for sure.
I mean,
But,
it's got some issues in general. I mean, some of the plot is a little ridiculous, but
I do have to say it, and I'll say it again. This movie has probably some of the best visual effects out of the 90s,
Dude.
especially for its time. First particle simulation effects ever done, and
Man.
it looks fucking so good.
Yeah,
even in
I mean,
2024.
we'll get into some of that later when we scrub through. But yeah, I was saying like for 96, was it? Yeah, there's only like maybe one or two scenes you're like, okay, you could tell that's a 90s effect, but for the most part,
Yeah, and
like,
it's
wow,
usually
these-
not even because like of the effect being bad. It's just the direction behind it silly.
right.
'Cause everything looks great, like unless
Yeah.
something really pops out to me. But
100%. Gordonado, welcome back to the show, sir.
Wakita forever.
Wakita forever. It's in our hearts and minds forever.
Always.
Thoughts and prayers. Welcome back to the show, of course. Always welcome.
Hi.
Vex Longlegs.
Oh, I
Since
don't
you're
get to say anything. I have quite a
Right.
backstory with this
That
movie.
is some
My
fucking
God.
nepotism right there.
no.
Wow.
Just
No.
glossed
Listen,
over me.
Jump in and say. All right, sorry, Gord. What do you have to say?
I was
What do you
being
have to
polite.
say?
I was waiting for you to say, "Hey, how you doing?"
I'm sorry. I did. Okay, I'm sorry, Gord. My bad. The autism kicked in. How are you doing? So, when was the first time you saw this movie? Because you're
I am willing to. I would be genuinely stunned if anybody on this panel has seen this movie more times than I have. I saw. Okay, so myself, my dad, and my older sister were like really into like tornado stuff. We loved watching like Weather Channel storm chasing stuff. We had a fascination with tornadoes very early on. Saw this movie in theaters in '96. I have watched this movie countless times. I know it by heart. So naturally, I was pretty happy that I got the invite to talk this movie. I mean, it's funny, it's cheesy, but it's a really good time, and it's one of the better Bill
Excellent.
Paxton movies. I think I really like this film.
I love Bill
Apollo
Paxton.
13
and
kicks his
he was
teeth in.
good.
I'm just gonna say that right now.
What now?
Apollo 13 kicks
Apollo 13.
this movie's teeth in.
Well,
100%.
I mean, that's not
Yeah,
even a fair comparison. Apollo 13's amazing. I mean,
Well,
that's a
a drama.
genuinely
It came out the
great
same year, man.
Apollo 13 was the year before, I think.
Was it the year before? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
This
that was
one's
that was the same year as
97.
Braveheart. But yeah, I mean, Apollo 13's fantastic, but
I thought they were
different
both
year.
96. I could be wrong.
You are.
Oh, well, look at this. We have a storm chaser in the chat. Look at this. Hello,
Hey,
Mr.
hey.
Storm Chaser. Trying order to. Well, welcome. Yes, I actually, you know what? I did research while I was working today. I watched a lot of videos about from storm chasers and meteorologists about the accuracy. Of course, they all enjoyed the movie, but they called out a lot of the bullshit and just general stuff about the tornadoes and what was wrong, what was right. So there was a mix of things. Most storm chasers said they got some things right, but of course it's a movie. They understand it's Hollywood, so whatever. But we could definitely get into that as we go along. And then Vex, What's the first time you saw this movie? You're a young lad, so young lady. So how old were you?
I honestly don't remember when the first time I saw this. I know I was a child, and I know it was before 9/11 for sure. But I didn't watch this movie in a very long time since I'd seen it as a kid. So this rewatch was
Gotcha.
really nice. Actually, I quite
Yeah.
enjoyed the film. Unlike you, I did not have a red truck growing up, but I have a red truck as an adult.
So there you
I-
go. Vex is a storm chaser. She did a Canadian storm
Is Dorothy
chaser.
in the back of it?
She's
You have
hard
Dorothy in the back.
I still
Dorothy,
have
do you
the
have
toy
a
truck, by the way.
That's what she named the body. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a
Funny-
that's not a.
funny-
Go ahead, sorry, Jacob.
Funny story about my red truck. You know those commercials with the little thing you exercise with that has wheels and you kind of hold on to it and
Yeah,
you know that thing.
Pilates machine?
My sort of, yeah. My brother decided to pretend he was using one of those and used my truck and broke the wheels off of it. So
Oh,
I would have shot him.
wow, dead, gone. Peace out, homie.
uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. So God knows what Vex actually does with the bed of her truck in the middle of the woods. But hey, well, that's another story for another time.
Let's just say I've gotten really good at hiding things.
we don't ask
Yeah,
questions.
hey.
Trust me.
Vex sees some of those June parades, and she's like, "I think we're going in."
A rainbow sidewalk. I see red, literally.
Oh God. White Bear Whitey, you beautiful hillbilly of love. How are you doing, sir?
Speaking of hiding things.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
He does not show up in the trivia, by the way. Sorry, guys.
You know what?
I
there's-
disagree.
no,
He's the
new
F5.
rule. If there's no Christopher Walken, we're not doing trivia.
How much better would this movie have been with Christopher Walken in it?
Oh,
He is.
Wow.
as far as
Oh,
I'm
no.
concerned, look at that hair.
Oh,
He
no.
is the F5. He is the F5.
I think we're going in. Ow.
Dorothy.
Yeah, how would he
well,
say
yeah.
Dorothy? I feel like it would be wild
Dorothy.
the way you pronounce it. Dorothy.
Dorothy. Oh God. Sorry,
yeah,
Leslie.
Let's go get
that's
some steak, some food.
Let's go.
Wakita.
The sky's
The-
getting green.
There's another
Here comes-
cow.
There's a tornado coming. All right. Anyway.
Yeah,
Whitey, what's the first time
I
you
saw
saw
this. I see this movie about once a year, every year, and like
Wow.
it's like one of those comfort movies that me and my wife like. It's just like it's just something you turn your brain off and watch the tornado movie. It's not a super duper accurate movie. It is what it is, and I have a lot of fun things to say about it. But other than that, I like the movie.
It's a fantastic movie. I absolutely love it. And speaking of that, let's get into it because this movie doesn't waste any time starting off with a bang, well, with a twister. But anyway,
This is one of the
I like the
best
beginning of how
movies based on a board game.
it is. It's amazing, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I played that
And the
game
song,
not like
too.
this.
There's a song too.
Loose adaptation, but still.
Twisting the night away. You know?
Twisting the night away. So from what I understand, I don't know if this is in the trivia or not, but I'm just going to say they did use real sky footage of some parts, but others not. So some of
Yeah,
it
I
was
could
CGI.
tell. I could tell that a lot of those skies were real.
Yeah.
and not faked because you like
Right.
drive around in New Mexico, West Texas, Oklahoma. You see skies like that all summer. They're just
Yeah.
out everywhere.
Oh yeah. But
So
apparently
this
during filming
is-
it was sunny the whole time. So every
Of course.
virtually every sky in the film's replaced
Yeah.
with like a sky, but like yes, all the skies are most of the skies are real.
Yeah, but they're like
Yeah.
they're like B-roll or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this
By the way,
is taking.
this little flashback takes place in June of '69, so you knew this
I was
had
just
to
gonna
have
say.
ruined Pride Month for some of these people.
Easily. Well,
Yeah.
that is true.
Helen Hunt and Bill Paxton got retinal burns from the lights they were using too.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, because when you do the
Ouch.
the sky replacement and you want to make everything dark, you have to light your
Yeah.
actors with like super bright lights. Yeah.
Look at how
Yeah.
they look at that's an old school broadcasting where like the W is accidentally badly spaced.
Tornado.
And
This
it
is
wobbles because it's on
that's
a
the
film.
newscaster's name.
See-
This is Tornado W
This
warning
is-
here.
This is
The weather.
1969. If that's a
This
color
was gonna
TV,
be perfect for Christopher Walken right then. Tornado.
Oh, tornado. Wow.
Tornado W awning here with the
Awning.
weather report.
That
Poor
must have been the
dog,
first
man.
color TV in that entire state.
That's
Right.
what I'm saying. If they're balling as farmers, if they've got a color TV in 1969.
Well, Benji's their
Yeah.
dog, so they're doing all right.
Yeah.
Tornado Tyler's throwing facts in the chat, so he's got some good stuff in there. Since he is a storm chaser, I guess this would be a good.
The fajita scale. What the fuck is
yeah,
that?
the
I want to know
Fajita-
more about
Fajita
that.
scale.
Measure the size of a fajita by
Hell.
Vegeta.
it measures the size of a fajita by how much it destroys your anus.
This
Oh,
freaking
that seems
dog.
cool. That should be standardized.
Yes.
This dog causes a father's death. By the way, I'm just saying.
No,
No,
the
no,
crappy
no, no.
latch on their storm shelter that has
Right?
windows in the door.
I think it was the
Right.
tornado guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I mean,
But anyway,
to be fair, given the size of his wife, I would want a tornado to suck me in.
He could have just held on to her.
Yeah, exactly. All they had to do was get into the I'm getting head, but all they had to do was get into the back
No.
of
He
the
just-
thing.
He looks back from the door and he's
Yeah,
like,
right.
"Ow."
we like facts. We like facts, Tornado. Yeah. I don't know how you guys felt about the sound design in this movie. I liked it. Thought it was pretty good.
Some of it's
yeah.
great, some of it's awful, but most of it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor.
I feel like sound
scenes-
design with like debris and like the wind chimes is all really good.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the scenes where like when we come to it later, but like they're inside the tornado or twister. That's
Oh,
where you
yeah.
can see the sound design begins to falter. But I would say otherwise, it's like amateur
Pretty good.
analysts. It's very good.
Yeah,
There
this
we
is
go.
the
The
odd little
tornadoes that
goofy
roar
thing,
like
but
animals
it was
is
the
fun.
90s, so whatever. You do you.
Godzilla is in the tornado. Yeah. So they get to the shelter. The family. This is Helen Hunt's character as a kid, obviously.
This
and,
is how she became like Tornado Woman. This is like her Bruce Wayne.
Tornado.
story.
Yeah. I have to see it.
Exactly.
Her parents were walking down Tornado Alley.
It's a young Alexa Vega, which I had to double check because I was like, why
Right.
does this child look
Really?
familiar?
Saw that too.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, look at this.
Really?
A camel moan. Slow down
Yes.
camel moan.
Mhm.
I have that in the trivia.
You had it in the trivia.
Had it in the trivia. I would rather a tornado aficionado give out the
No,
trivia
it's awesome.
instead. So go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Go
yeah.
for it,
So
There was
go
seriously
for
no
it.
reason for him to be holding this damn door.
Again,
No.
Because
no
as soon
wife
as
to
he
get
gets-
away from.
The wife should have been holding the door.
Yeah, she would have nailed it to the
His
ground.
wife
wife
should have
should have just plugged the hole.
Stood there.
Yeah.
He's like,
But
he said,
why
grab
does it
Joe,
have-
grab Joe. Don't
Look at
don't
this.
sit on her. Don't lay on
What
her.
is
but
I
grab
can't
Joe.
hold it anymore.
This,
Sorry, go ahead, Joshua.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't.
Well,
know.
here's the thing.
Oh.
If he was holding the door, right, and getting sucked out, it was to prevent them from getting sucked out, then they would have got
Yep.
sucked out when he went. So
Yes.
all he had to
That's
do was
true.
get the back of it.
I mean,
But
granted,
it's
to be
not-
fair, I don't
It's
think
not a
necessarily-
pressurized. It's
I don't
not a
think it's necessarily a
pressurized.
movie issue. I don't
Yeah.
think
It's
it's
not
a
a
movie issue. I
pressurized
could see a
Let
person-
Jacob
I know it
talk,
was
goddammit.
Sorry.
Stay with
Jacob
me,
has no
Joe.
weird delay. It's always hard to tell when he's starting and finishing.
Yeah, I mean that
I
dude
had a
took,
girlfriend like
that,
that.
that thing took that dude away. And yeah, of course she's traumatized now. And okay, so for
Are you
one
not going to
second,
let Jacob talk?
Sorry, Jacob.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's okay.
Sorry, Jacob. Sorry.
We just
Fucking
talked about this.
retard here.
Oh my God.
He was acting. They were acting like it was a pressurized tornado shelter.
Right.
Just
Yeah, like a
sucks it all
Boeing.
out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The wind would go inside and suck everyone out. That's part of the problem I had when I was watching today about the stuff under the wood paneling and the bridge. Like they would have been they would have been dead. Obviously.
Yeah,
But, you
and
know.
that's the other thing is so many times they're just running through debris fields. They'd have been
Yeah.
taken out 100,000 times by all
Yeah,
of
yeah.
that stuff.
Oh, if it wasn't for the debris, it would be a fun ride, you know?
Hell
A
yeah.
little parachute.
Yeah, some of it, some of it looks like they're taking like a Sunday drive right beside
Right.
a tornado. Oh, right, it's a tornado.
I mean, now
To
granted,
be
like
fair, though,
Michael-
you watch some of these storm chasers, they get damn close. But
Oh,
yeah, they get
yeah.
a little
Yeah.
closer
Oh,
than
yeah.
that in the movie.
But I was saying, I don't think it's necessarily like a movie problem that he tried to hold the door because I could see a person thinking they need to do that.
Yeah,
You know,
Right.
it's like
I
that. I don't think it's like a movie issue that the dad did something stupid. It's like
I think
that's
the part-
something I could see someone doing.
I think the part about it that bugs me is he's like, I can't hold it anymore. Like the door's already letting go, and he's holding this whole tornado back, and he just has to decide to let go and fly into it. It's like, no, it would happen instantly, and it wouldn't be your decision.
Honey, can you put down the food bucket?
Was it just a dude moment where he was just trying to arm wrestle with the tornado and he's like, yeah, I got this.
I'm nailing over the door.
Yeah, he's like, I can beat a bear with my bare hands.
Yeah.
The first thing I noticed too,
I can jump
90s computers. Holy shit, man! The 90s computer screens were massive. But
90s
like,
computers.
they're going through the scientists here are trying to figure, because I guess at this point they didn't really have anything accurately enough determine how these things actually work. The warning systems were really crappy. So there's Oklahoma. Is they really actually, you could save it for the trivia if you want, but did they really film this in Oklahoma?
Yep.
Was it on location in Oklahoma?
They did. Yeah, most of it's shot on location.
Just wondering. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely looks like
Not
it.
Kansas? Fuck.
No, it's Oklahoma. I've got a lot of trivia on that for later.
Sweet. Yeah, this is where we get their introduction to the main guy, and then his
Jamie Gertz.
Jamie Gertz.
This
man.
truck actually came out around this time, so it was like
I'm pretty sure
cool
they
truck. I
sponsored
want
with
one.
It's
I'm
weird
pretty sure there was
seeing
a
it.
sponsorship deal. I'm pretty sure
It's
there
a-
was a sponsorship deal.
It was, yeah.
Oh, probably.
It was.
Oh,
It is weird
nice.
seeing
Okay.
that old truck in such good shape, though. It's like
Yeah.
Right?
nostalgic.
Okay.
How many
so-
naders you got under the hood?
You got naders.
Hit me.
Vex had a great point about Jamie Gertz's character in this movie and how she would be considered woke today by today's standards. I thought that was a pretty good take, Vex.
Yeah, she's 90s
Yeah.
woke. Yeah.
Joe's
Yeah.
character, yeah. Just because there's a lot of things she does that otherwise we would consider to be like Mary Sue-ish and a bit woke-ish, but yeah, hey,
Right.
it is what it is.
Whatever. It is
I
what
don't
it
know.
is. But,
great
I think
character.
her being kind of stupidly obsessed at times is a good way to offset that.
That's not the problem with her character. It's more that like, so she drives away a man that clearly not only shares her passion but cares deeply for her, right? All because of this obsession. She doesn't communicate her feelings very well. She just kind of assumes that everyone should know what it is that is like upsetting to her. She seems to be like infallible and almost just like impenetrable to any sort of danger, like anything negative happening to her. And
sounds
then on
jealous.
top of that,
Although
she
I do
shows
think
specifically-
the movie is presenting that. I mean, her like the way she pushed him away. I mean, I think the movie's clearly saying she's in the wrong, though.
I took it as Bill Paxton's character was the dick, and
No, I
left
think she's
her-
wrong.
she's the dick.
I mean,
I'd just like to say I fucking
growing up
hate
watching
love
this, I mean,
triangles.
everyone I know who talks about this, they're
I
like,
know,
oh, yeah, she's
I know.
in the wrong.
I could have done without the love triangle. I know they always like to throw these into these movies, and yeah, see, you're not the only one there, Tyler. Because but
Even with that forehead, bro.
no,
No, she's not bad looking in this. She's good looking in this.
No, this is the
Fine.
best Helen Hunt has ever looked. In all
Oh
honesty.
yeah,
100%,
she looks good in this.
100%. Yeah,
this is
her-
another
Jamie Gertz
movie
looks
like
better though.
1 year later, like Jodie Foster was in the Contact movie, and it's another woman who looks about the same. They kind of had the same look at the same time, and they're both running out of grant money. So apparently, it was a really big thing at the time for women to be running off of grant money. But
grant money.
I really liked her character because her character was so fucking flawed. Because like you see her, you know, take that ring off of her right hand, put it right on her left hand. She's clearly, making passes. She didn't invent the machine, Dorothy or anything. It wasn't her her total invention alone. So I thought that it was actually pretty well done for having an even amount of characters. Like clearly the dude's kind of a hothead, and he has his douche moments too, but she's well done, I thought.
It's so true. Another thing I had a question for, now Tyler's in the chat. When you have Storm chasing groups of people like this, is there these many people? Because they had like 20 people in this group.
No, it wasn't 20. It was like 6 of them, I think.
It was like Matt people. There
You
was
got these two. You've got Preacher. You've got the Belter and the chick he's the rats. It's about 8. Somewhere between like 8 and 10, I think.
8 and 10,
something like that.
It's a lot. Seems high, but I don't know if that's how the Storm chasing groups.
I mean, they all
like,
serve a function, it seems. So I mean,
What was the job of the girl who looked like Meg from Family Guy, the lesbian chick? What was her
I think she
job?
was some sort of like analyst of sorts.
she focused a lot on like the data reading and whatnot.
They
Right.
just got her because she's scissored. That is it. Like she
Go away,
No,
Max.
I'm pretty sure there's a pretty strong implication. I think that her and Belzer have a thing.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah,
definitely
there
banging.
is.
Yeah,
Oh, they're boning.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're boning.
yeah.
She was
Paxton-
just she
Sorry,
was
sorry.
just what in the 90s was just like a smart college girl that only cared about science. That's what their image was. And I mean, they, nowadays she would have had like piercings and purple hair and been about
That is
30
true.
pounds heavier.
Had an
Oh, yeah, they
OnlyFans,
would've.
maybe.
Ooh. Ooh.
I think she'd be a journalist.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
Yes, on a games journalist on the side.
Yeah.
Jamie Gertz.
It is funny that we went from one Oscar like Best Actress winner to a Best Actor winner, from Helen Hunt to Philip Seymour Hoffman for this movie.
Yeah,
I've
for
always
this
found
movie.
that to be really funny. This movie
it is
has like
weird.
some genuinely spectacular
Okay.
actors. I mean,
Fair
like
enough.
Jeremy Davies is probably like the least filmed person in this group, and he's a phenomenal actor. He's won like
Beautiful
Emmys
actor,
and
yeah.
whatnot. He's such a good actor.
Wait, did
So what is her?
Philip
ahead,
Seymour Hoffman already have an Oscar at this point?
No,
Oh,
he
I
won
don't think
like him
so.
and Helen Hunt won a little bit later. Helen Hunt won, I think, for '98, As Good as It Gets, and then Philip Seymour Hoffman won for Capote in 2005,
yeah.
I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
So
was back when
Will-
him and Jack
And
Black
Dusty,
were
by the way, is the
interchangeable.
best character. Dusty is the best character.
you got.
So he was
so
still
he's coming.
basically a nobody then at this point.
Yeah.
Up and
I don't
coming.
think he
I
was a
think people
nobody,
were
but-
kind of recognizing how good an actor he was at that
known,
point.
but yeah, like not as yeah. This is where Bill Paxton's character. What the hell is his name of his character in this movie again?
Preacher.
Jesus. Bill.
This are you saying
No.
Philip Seymour Hoffman or this guy?
No, Bill Paxton's character.
The extreme.
Oh,
Duh.
The extreme. He's the extreme.
Bill.
man.
We call
His name's
him
Bill.
the extreme.
Bill
Bill Hardy.
How
Back
original. How original. Yeah. So so basically, his character was with this group. Left is a weatherman now, or something, and then he's getting
Yeah.
married. He's engaged to Jamie Gertz's character, who's what is she? A
reproductive therapist.
Reproductive therapist.
Therapist, counselor.
But Bill and Helen Hunt were together, and there's a whole fucking backstory here. Look at this guy.
They
This
were
guy's like, I just
married.
jerked off, man.
Look at that guy's shirt and look at that laptop.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Like,
Dude, there's
Those
the
look
other
like the
lesbian.
laptops from
There's
like
the other
Call of Duty
lesbian.
that you call down airstrikes with.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah.
It's got a floppy disk fucking drive on the front.
Told
Yeah,
you there
look.
was two lesbians in here.
yeah, she's like, ugh. So this, yeah.
I did
It's-
like his the what's her name's character, the one that's with Bill. She's like the
Jamie
therapist.
Gertz. Yeah.
Yeah,
Jamie
I like
Gertz, yeah.
because in the movie, I think she represents like the audience for a lot of part of it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Hey, what's
Well,
going
she's an
on?
excuse to give exposition. Yeah.
Yeah, but also
Right, yeah.
to just because there were a lot of people in the audience, I guarantee, that were like, "There's no way I'd want to ride near a tornado or whatever."
Oh, but it gives us the best delivered piece of dialogue in the whole fucking movie. I don't know, honey. I'm kind of fascinated. I think we'll tag along. Holy
Rage
shit.
Cage.
There are a lot of good ones, like that guy he just passed with the Call of Duty laptop. I mean, he is one of my favorite
Wow.
lines late in the movie. He's like, "We're gonna be very popular."
Was that a gaming laptop he had there?
Yeah, probably.
You know, these
Yeah,
days,
it probably
it's
had
to save that shell.
Mindhunter on it or whatever.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
interesting. Very interesting. Thank you for that bit of knowledge. I didn't know that. Yeah, so he's after her to sign divorce papers to finalize their divorce, and of course she's just blowing him off. And I want to meet her, and I want this. Then she doesn't
falling
sign
hard.
one of the pages. Yeah,
Puts that on
she's-
her ring finger, man, like that.
Yeah, put a ring on. He's like, listen, bitch, you didn't sign this one page right here. And she's like, what? You know, it's just a lot of back and forth. This goes on pretty much most of the movie. Exactly. So, yeah, there's her sucking down something with Philip Seymour
This is the
Hoffman.
best line right here. The suck zone.
He just cut
The
Does
suck
anyone
zone,
find
man.
he's
Not
like
the-
weirdly
Not the
close to her
technical term
face?
for it, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got those weird
This-
goggles on.
This is the suck
He's
zone.
always holding
man.
her hand. Too.
He's always smiling. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just it. How like chummy they got with her real quick, like creepily so.
Mhm.
Like all the people.
Dusty's
Yeah.
just funny like that.
Yeah.
I love Dusty.
It's
He's
so
great.
Dusty's great.
fucking had the umbrella
I've
in the
known
90s.
people like Dusty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine, Tyler. I can imagine. But yeah, I love
All
this
through
part where
this
she's
movie,
just
you will notice her eyes are basically like upside down smiles. Every time she squints. Look at that. After I said it, you won't be able to unsee it. Every time she looks, her eyes are like
wow.
like they're frowning.
Oh yeah, good
Oh.
point, Geek. Yeah, it's so sad.
yeah, man.
But the two
Let's
good,
turn those
yeah.
two
frowns
good
upside
actors,
down.
man. Two good actors.
She can't. She genetically can't.
This barn burner back here, that's a short bus, isn't it?
It is. It is a short
Yeah.
bus.
Oh yes, yes. Yeah. Anyway, so there is very awkward is right. This whole plot line with them is very awkward, but whatever. I guess it serves a purpose.
Has anyone ever heard of a love triangle actually like elevating a film and making it better? Like outside of romance, obviously.
Free to tango.
The Hobbit movie?
The Hobbit? No, fuck you, dude. That's like the worst one.
That's the funniest thing Jacob's ever said.
Wait. Oh god.
I have to say, I've always thought it was a nice bit of wordplay and happenstance that the name Dorothy for this, because the competition name there's DOT, Digital Orthographic Telemeter. Dorothy is kind of sounds like a play on digital orthographic, but also Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz, went to Oz because of the tornado. I always thought that was a
Shit's deep, man.
nice little play on words.
It's deep, bro. This is deep stuff we're talking. Like she's like,
This is
yeah.
deep.
So yeah, Dorothy has the sensors in it, and it's his design, right? Like they kind of came up with it together, but it's basically his design, right?
Yeah.
Because technically, he was the leader of the whole group before they split, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at this fucking guy. The suck zone, man.
He's every time you see him. Suck zone.
Now this dude would she would have been like on her phone. This guy was talking to me and talking about the suck zone, and he'd be on Twitter.
Suck zone. I don't understand. Oh god.
Dusty got me too'd.
And you know what? This is funny too because they're trying to explain to Jamie Gertz's character as to like why this is important. And she's just like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I don't get it, but good luck.
I love how
like,
it's supposed to be his design, but the lid almost smokes him in the head.
When he opens it.
Well, he designed it, but he didn't build it. He didn't build it though.
Fair enough.
She just doesn't understand at all. It's just not her world. They're nerding out over this shit, and this is like me in comic books, and then like other people are like, yeah, we don't care. Like you're a nerd. That's what happens, man.
Wow, that's depressing.
Yeah,
they
and
still haven't got Dorothy to work. Well, it's called Toto.
Right.
But
Yep.
no one's addressing the real issue of what is Cameron doing. So we know what he did after he left Chicago with Ferris Bueller. He came here to be a storm chaser.
There you go.
I heard the sequel is actually not bad from early. Like it's basically the same movie. It's the same movie.
It's the same movie. Yeah.
It's the same movie.
Yeah.
You can see it's the same movie from the
But
trailer.
isn't
I
it-
get all the same beats from that
Which is good.
trailer. And
Isn't it called Twisters?
Yeah.
Yes, it's
it's
like Aliens.
okay.
They're just putting the S on the
So
end.
it's a continuation, right? It's not a remake.
It's a
It's
sequel.
not a remake.
Yeah.
No, it's
Okay.
it's in the same universe.
Submarines
It's a
take on
standalone, not a
tornadoes.
sequel.
Got it.
Right.
So
Okay, so
Helen
they're
Hunt's-
going to reference these characters or whatever.
Yeah.
I bet
So
I bet one of
what-
them shows up.
what's her
Sorry.
face's the lead girl? I don't remember what the actress's name is. She's
Meg.
the daughter of Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt. So that's as far as the connection really
Oh,
goes.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Is Helen Hunt's forehead making an appearance in the movie? Is what I want to know.
I really hope not. God damn, that thing is big. Like
They're gonna have a shot from
Billboard
outer
head.
space of Earth, and that's where you'll see it.
right, you go into IMAX and it's just forehead on the screen, man. You're not getting this movie.
Her forehead is the IMAX screen.
Suck
That's what they project to.
Well, Titanic. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. World War. I don't
Better.
know. Yeah, it should.
Freaking better.
All right, so Joe, Bill, and Co are in the universe, but the story is okay. I got it. It's not about that. Well, yeah, I'm sure they make a cameo at some point, maybe, or at least Bill Paxton. Not Bill. That would have been interesting.
Not
If they
Bill
bring
Paxton, no.
back.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. I slipped out. I love the
His
guy.
son, Bill Paxton's
His
son,
son.
does make a cameo.
His son.
Yeah.
Okay, his son. Sorry.
There's
Yeah, so
there's
that'd
photos
be
you
a
can
weird
find
cameo.
of Bill.
Son of
sorry.
Twister.
There's
Son of
photos. There's photos you can find of Bill Paxton with his son, as he was filming this back in the 90s, which is
Okay.
really touching.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Aw.
Oh, that's awesome. Love Bill Paxton. Yeah, so they're
Yeah.
chasing a tornado. This is what they do, and he can't. He's like, let's just go, honey. Let's just go. She's like, oh yeah, I want to go. This seems interesting. Yeah,
Oh, he's saying he's
She-
going to drop her off.
Did you guys
Yeah.
catch how fucking poorly delivered that line was, though? It's
Oh yeah,
awful.
it's like
It's
there's
so
a lot
bad.
of like Southern
Yeah.
twang in it, and I'm like, she's not Southern, is she?
It's also
Yeah,
like
right.
really bad ADR, and you can tell that's not what she's actually saying in the shot, and it's like, oof, okay.
There's a lot of that in
I
this
find
movie,
this
dude.
kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tag along.
Yeah.
I'm knee high on a grasshopper.
Bless your heart.
and this fucking guy, the enemy. There's
You know
always a
what?
bad guy.
Jonas is not that bad a guy, if we're being
sorry.
honest. Like, oh, he
No,
went and
he's
got
not.
corporate sponsors. He wants to make money. How terrible.
Yeah, what a bastard.
And he gets
I'm not
killed.
gonna
Like,
I
no
can't,
one,
I
no
can't
one.
take him seriously.
Yeah.
I can't take him seriously in a serious role.
I'm like, he's a bit Weasley, but he's not that bad a guy.
Right. I didn't take him as like a villain. He was just a competitor.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, well, we'll get to it later in the movie. There's a point where he might actually get in a position to use his device, and they think he should go ahead and do it for the science. Like let
yeah.
him
Right.
get
Right.
there.
Right.
And because if he was really that bad of a dude, they wouldn't have, you know what I mean? It's just he
Yeah.
was too single-minded in what he was trying to do, and wanted to push forward.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I don't think that they really ever explained how he or his team came up with the idea for something that
Dorothy?
mimicked Dorothy and all that. But
Yeah.
there's apparently some super bad blood and all that.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Nadia, if you want us to take the Velocipaster, commentary route, I am more than happy.
Oh, we could easily do that, Nadia. Easily do that. Oh, they have a Twister museum.
You guys are
Next
giving her
to go.
PTSD.
Oh,
She gave herself PTSD.
that's her fault because she
by
doesn't
not
want to.
enjoying the
Yeah.
Velocipaster. Okay.
I know she didn't. She open
didn't
her
see.
mind to the awesomeness. that-
One
You
of
want to talk
us.
about Vex talking about long legs, right, and how great it is. Like, but I mean, Velocipaster surpasses this supposedly. So it's
What
a work of
doesn't
art.
it surpass?
Listen. I'm a Godfather fan. It's my favorite movie. I think Velocipaster is the best movie
Mhm.
ever made.
I was
I'm
watching
going there.
Braveheart last night and I turned it off halfway. I was just like, I need more Pastor, man.
I think we should replace the word masterclass with pastor class to describe great things.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
God, I swear to God.
This is, but seriously, this is one instance where you can victim blame, and you should victim blame Nadia for not liking Velocipaster.
Yeah. Oh no, she knows. She knows she was wrong. She knows. I hope she does.
In your heart.
Hey, just wait for the sequel. You're coming back. So,
Oh, yeah.
Well, if we do it, yeah.
There's
when
no-
we do it. When we do
Yes.
it, yeah. All right, so this is where what the fuck is his name? Jonas? What the fuck
Jonas.
is his name?
Jonas.
Yeah, he has his own version of Dorothy, and of course they think he stole
He filled
the
it full of
design.
game cubes.
Game cubes. Yeah, and he's like, "Oh my god, he took my idea. I'm gonna go kick his ass." And he knocks his hat off.
It's like, dude, he's like, they're literally filming him on TV, on like the news right now. And he's just like tackling him. I'm like, calm down, man.
See, I took his reaction to this is kind of how he gets like when stuff happens, which is why him and Joe kind of split.
Yeah,
Mhm.
could be.
Yeah.
It's
Could be.
because they're both kind of have that same personality in in
Mm.
different ways.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Also, I
lucky
kept
Twitter
waiting
didn't
for him to
exist
say
back
"as
then.
you wish."
I was about to say, dude.
That would have been great while like the truck was getting like swept up at the end. He's like,
Yeah,
as
as
you
you
wish. That would have been amazing. I am so gonna edit that in now.
Oh, 100%, Tyler. 100%. Yeah. So they have their little scuffle and talk shit to each other and blah blah blah. Talking about this black dude's like he's like fucking white people, man.
Mhm.
Also, did you notice the number of like side actors that are in this that are young and they go on to be in like all kinds of TV shows?
Oh
and
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of
movies and
familiar
everything.
faces.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
driver dude for Jonas. He's in like a lot of stuff.
I had
Yeah.
actually seen him before this movie. He's in Tommy Boy.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
exactly.
right.
Yep, you see him in
Good
a yeah.
call.
They're kind of like in the
Yeah, the
same
guy that was
story
in
of
Speed is in this.
right
Mhm.
side
Yes.
actors.
The
and stuff like
tourist
that.
from Speed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's Cameron
Now
from
they have to have a
Christopher
speed
Walken.
with tornadoes now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh god, that's funny. Yeah. Once Dorothy flies, I'm gone. But he really doesn't leave because he has to stay for the plot. Yeah, and he's like, typical, everything's okay. She's like, what's going? Is this? No, she hasn't gotten the lemonades yet. She's going to get the lemonades because
I will say
So-
this: the HD remastering of this, I really didn't like the color grading because so this
4K,
you look
yeah.
at the way the sky is. There's a part where he says it's going green. This part right here is like ridiculously green in HD, and I was like,
It's too
why
much.
did you all do-
Oh,
It looks
really?
awful. It looks so
They just-
freaking
I've
bad.
seen it look like
They
that.
It was a
just-
very
I've seen the
subtle
sky look
tint
like
in
that.
the original version. It was a very subtle
Right.
tint, which is more realistic.
Yeah,
They
it looked
actually
real.
gave it a genuinely green tint in the HD remastering. I'm like, ugh, that looks horrible.
So
Yeah.
this is. Go ahead.
There
Go
are a
ahead,
lot of
Shibboleth, I'm
times when a movie gets remastered or upgraded, like the 4K or 8K. Like if you watch it in 8K, it's terrible
Yeah,
it's
because
awful.
it was shot on a different medium and
Yep.
it was meant to be looked at on like a CTR screen or something
Right.
like that, or a big
Done it in
projection.
5K.
So when you digitize it, it makes everything. It brings out all the
They-
imperfections that the other system
Dude,
would hide.
I was telling Vex that they upgraded it for because I have the physical copy, but they give you like the digital so on iTunes. So they upgraded it to Dolby Vision, right? And the very beginning of the movie where the lightning strikes come in the 4K upgrade version, you can't see the lightning strikes because it's so digitized, and the original cut wasn't very clear because of the storm. So you can't even. It's like really blurry. You think there's something wrong with your TV. And then there's other scenes later on with the storms when they come up close with the lightning and in the tornado does the same shit. And I'm just like, what's the point of upgrading it to improve the picture quality when you're actually downgrading it? So it's like I don't understand. It's not helping. The sound's better because it's in Dolby Atmos. So, but you do notice the imperfections in the sound more too, though, because it's so clear. So, yeah, a movie like this probably didn't need a 4K transfer, but everything is being transferred now. So it's like.
I mean, it's a
Whatever. Maybe it
format.
was
I
the
don't mind that they're
first-
transferring it, but it's like, gosh, you don't have to. Like,
Yeah,
try to
don't
do as
color grade it.
minimal
Leave it
changes as
alone.
possible.
Right.
This movie was the first movie released on DVD.
Yep.
Yeah, see this is the one
Really?
thing one of the other storm yeah, seriously. This is one of the things that the Storm Chaser on YouTube said. Same thing that Tyler's saying. That scene where he's saying there it's going green, that never that's so they listed that as one of the more unrealistic things in the movie, but whatever. So
I got a question. Does anybody at any diners anymore wear uniforms like that lady had on? Like it's the 1970s. or whatever.
I miss diners, but no.
If they don't get a tip.
Ooh, you're tough,
Not for
Gord.
me.
That you can give them a tip. Wear those uniforms.
Exactly.
Then you'll get a tip. Yeah, I like. So she's doing the therapy thing with like, you still love him, huh? I don't want this to be some
mean,
desperate
she's-
attempt to hang on.
She's
You know,
totally right.
Yeah, no, she's not wrong. But she like how she like Helen Hunt's just like whatever. I'm gonna pay for her bill. I'm got her lemonade. Yeah. How old is Jamie Gertz in this movie, by the way? Do we know?
I don't know, but gosh, she is
late-
gorgeous size. She is
Yeah,
gorgeous
late
size. Oh, man.
20s, early 30s, maybe. I always teetered on like because there's just something about her face. I was like, is she good looking or
She's almost
You know-
60.
You know what it is if you widen her face a little bit and make the
almost
brows
59.
a bit bushier, it's Eugene Levy.
He was 30 in this, by the way. Oh my god. You could say that about anyone though.
Vex.
No.
You don't have to sell me. You don't have to sell me. You don't have to sell me.
it might be her hair?
Oh my god.
I mean, I liked her
Oh.
character, and I think she's good enough looking. I just feel like she could have looked better.
Well,
Better.
yeah, you just straighten her hair out more, and that's a nicer look for her.
Yeah.
But she's still pretty,
Very-
looking like the more professional.
Professional.
therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd tell
She's
her all
30
my
in this film,
feelings.
by the way. I just
Yeah.
did the
30.
math.
Wow. Good job. Going green. We're
She's
going
almost 59. She's 58 until October, according to
Wow.
IMDb.
I like how she's like, I got you lemonade. I put it on the car, bitch. We gotta go.
You didn't give me
Let's
sweet
go.
tea?
I
Jesus
hate when they don't
Christ.
drink. Yeah, yeah. This is Oklahoma. Yeah. So they know there's a tornado coming, and then they're all off to the races. Like, I will say, this is not a boring job at all. I'm sure Tyler can attest to that.
By the way, this music, the movie has an underrated score. There's actually some really solid,
good
scoring
songs.
in
Yep.
this film.
Yeah.
It does. They always do this weird little like twangy thing, like either it's electric guitar or they do some sort of chorals to make it just feel a bit creepy or off center, or like they're going for like this like force of nature kind of mystery thing, and it works really well.
Yeah.
Especially when you get the first shot of a twister and it's like this wicked sidewinder looking thing, and you're like, damn, this
Look at
is
this
actually
guy.
really sick.
Look at this guy's fucking face. Like, he's really excited, man. Woo! But and there she is talking. Yeah, and there she is driving, talk. Oh yeah, she's following them in their truck. That's right. Because what's his name? Bill's
That's right. Younglings cell phones existed in 1996.
They did. They were expensive as hell and didn't last long
ear
on the
cancer.
battery. But yeah. Julia doesn't resent you. Or is this the part where she's talking about she didn't marry?
She did not marry your penis.
No. She
Okay,
didn't
not
marry
just
You
your
didn't
tornado.
only marry your
Okay.
penis.
She didn't marry your tornado.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay, so this is one of the parts where they're looking at the cloud formations that was considered very accurate in the movie because they used that's real footage of actual clouds gathering before a tornado, apparently. So
It's probably also the moment where her retinas got burned, so you're staring straight into that fucking
yeah.
light.
No shit, dude. And then of course they get into an argument because as soon as like they start talking, he's like, I don't want to fight. And they start, of course, naturally they go into a fight because you knew that's where the plot had to go.
And he almost drives into a combine.
Yeah. Do you want to drive?
No, I got it. Then you drive.
No.
I
I got
this.
this.
Is one of the funnier like lover spats I've seen in a movie. This actually, I mean, because Matt, we this is one of those like exchanges like we quote back and forth in our family to this day, and just for laughs, always laugh.
He's like, next time I'm driving into that son of a bitch. I'm gonna end this relationship. Oh, there's Meg. There you go, Whitey.
And I love the idea that they're having this while their radio is on, so everyone can hear this.
Yeah.
Right. Do you think Joe did
I'm
that
happy.
on purpose? Because I'm
I
pretty
don't know.
sure her character did that on purpose.
Is she that vindictive though? I mean,
That's
possibly.
really passive aggressive.
Wow.
It is. It is. Hey guys, you want to wrap this up? There's a tornado coming. Oh, yeah. Then we get the.
He
these
did
guys
marry
here
him for his penis.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Paxton
Get ready
packing.
to set up. There we go. Our first tornado. Well, it's
Yeah.
technically second, but our first in this. Yeah, time.
First one
Yeah.
we've
So,
seen visually.
so again, like visually, I think this is the only time, besides a few, like you're like, okay, that's definitely some 1996 CGI there, but still not bad for the time.
Yeah, it holds
not
up
bad
all
at
right.
all. Not
Especially
bad at all,
when
yeah.
you get to the ground level, it's pretty solid. Especially it rips through like various like established. It's pretty cool.
When it eats through that barn, I was kind of blown away, and because like there's movies that come out now that don't have that fidelity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is kind of fucking sad if you think about it.
But I like how he drives into this pit, this dirt pit, and he can't get out. And he's like, "Yeah, this is probably a bad idea. I can't get out of this." So
one thing that's really dumb is they're apparently going like 75 miles an hour on a dirt road, which is like, fuck off. No, you're not.
Yeah, I know. I know.
That Jeep is an unbelievable vehicle, but it's not doing 95 or 75 in that road.
Nah.
Yeah, I can imagine. For a lot of people, actually, when I was reading the reviews of this movie, it was definitely
especially I thought it was cool when the tornado bends, like where it's touched down and where the top is all stretched. It reminds me of a kid when I was in school. We were reading about Pecos Bill. He was like a real fantastical, West character, that story. And one of the stories is he rides a tornado like that, like a bucking bronco. He ropes it and rides it. Yeah.
Nice. So this is where we get a fun scene, but part of the slight ridiculousness of how they hide under this. Now, okay, Tyler can attest to this. Maybe this is one of the things they said, that they would literally just get sucked in by the tornado.
But if it's pulling the boards off the top,
pulls a truck
and
lifts the
truck
truck
coming out with it.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. So here's some.
And
the wind's actually
like
blowing.
it would especially take Bill Paxton because he has like no freaking leverage at this point. 'cause he's
Nothing.
shielding her.
Yeah. See, there you
Well,
go.
not
And then
only
yeah.
that,
Go
the
ahead, Sean,
debris would be probably shredding them. They wouldn't.
Yes.
They'd be blind from all the dust and everything, and they couldn't even hear each other.
Yeah.
And you can also tell
Yeah.
this is filmed on a bright sunny day because of the reflections onto the side of the
The
truck.
light.
It's just
Yep.
it's a bit bright there, dude.
I mean, for movie purposes, it's great, right? It's but the more you dive into it, you're like, yeah, they'd be dead. This is the first instance that there's many instances they would have been dead.
How many times did they end up in like the middle of a tornado? It's like it happens like 3 times at least.
Honestly, I think that
Easily.
one's the more
4
reasonable
times, really.
in the film, though, as far as like survivability, because at least they had cover somewhat.
Yeah.
But-
I'm not saying they'd be dead. I'm just there'd be a lot. They'd be messed up.
I think.
Oh, they would have like shrapnel
Yeah,
stuck
I
in
know
their
what you mean.
skin and stuff. Yeah.
This is the first time. Yeah, this is the first time where she is like, "Oh, so this is some real shit." He wasn't. What did he say? Because she thought it was like always a metaphor, storm chasing.
She has that
He
line
says
here in
later
the
on.
stuff, yeah.
She,
Well, not
Yeah.
no, not in a second.
And then
This
the
is
truck,
after,
like how the-
after she gets in the middle of one,
Yeah.
she says it.
Yeah.
But this is the one where like
Yeah.
the truck
This is
falls
where-
right in front of her.
And I love how they
Yep.
deflect it. Everything becomes like, "Oh, are you okay?" And then they were like almost sucked up by a tornado, and it's just like, "Yeah, we're fine, but are you okay?"
good.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
you
all
sure
about
you're
her then.
okay? Oh,
So as
God,
far
it's-
as like film technique, I really just don't know. Is it a lens cover, or do they just really turn down the exposure? Like, how do they do that? Like, for a lot of these, for a lot of movies, I guess more towards the 90s and early 2000s.
You brighten the shit out of your actors. Like, and
Notice I'm telling you.
The heck?
Whoa.
What the hell was that?
Whoa. We don't need. I don't know. Why it's Whitey's fault.
Isman.
But
yeah, but when you're doing
happened,
day for night, typically, or
Mhm.
some sort of variation of it, the idea is you want to make your actors super duper bright, or anything that you want to be like
Right.
really visible, super duper bright, have a bunch of lights on them, and then in post you'll bring all the levels down.
Okay.
It's
I love how
mostly done in post, but there's a few things you have to do on set to make it work better. But
Right.
it was super duper hard in the 90s. Like if you didn't have exactly what you needed in camera, you had to go back and redo it, or just deal with it.
Okay.
deal with it. Deal with it. Yeah.
I love how excited Dusty is that she almost died. He's like, Bill, she
Yeah.
just missed the truck. Exquisite.
I mean,
I mean,
down,
it did fly.
Dorothy did fly, man.
And they
You
can't
can
keep their hands off of each other while they're looking back at the storm. Actually,
Right?
that's one later. But yeah, I'll show you. It's terrible. You're like, dude.
Yep. We just talking about that before. That's wild. Retina burn. That sucks. God. Yeah.
You know
I
what
like
really
this part.
sucks is Eddie here is like the nicest guy in the
Yeah,
Marines
yeah.
group, and he gets like this horrific
Yeah.
death. It's like, jeez.
Yeah. Philip Seymour Hoffman's like, you losers. Totally 90s thing. Loser.
Yeah, he's doing this
Move
like
on.
Pauly Shore, trying to like pretend to be
Yeah.
cool or something. I don't know. The 90s did that a
God.
lot.
Yeah.
Let's get Dorothy 2 ready. She's like, "Does that truck have? What did she say? Is that truck
You got
insured?
full coverage? Like, you got full coverage on that truck? It's like,
Liability
liability only.
only.
And if you actually look, when he says liability only, Melissa looks at him like kind of confused, like, wait a minute, no, you don't. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
that's a nice little touch there by Jamie Gertz.
Yep.
To look confused
yep,
there.
yep.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yep. Oh yeah. So they use his truck obviously, and then, oh god, she's not having it, man. Jamie Gertz is like, what the fuck? You people are all fucking nuts. But yeah, so this is a good scene. So I will say, and again, you can tell, like I was saying in the chat, our chat over the weekend, you could tell the director of Speed said he wanted. It is the same director. He wanted to make it similar to that movie where it's just go nonstop, where you have small little moments of like just taking a break, but then boom, we get right back into it because there's a lot happening. I mean, it's a little under 2 hours, this movie.
Pacing
But-
is really good though, because they give
Yeah.
you moments to breathe exactly when you need them.
100%. 100%. But yeah, so yeah, there's another tornado in the background. There you go. Everybody's chasing them tornadoes.
And I love how
Isn't that...
I know it's not realistic, but I love how the tornado is almost like a character. Like it's somehow this like alive thing that makes decisions. At least
I agree,
it feels like that.
Yep.
And it makes the movie so much better, I
Justice
think.
for Eddie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear to I don't know why I thought we reviewed Speed once already,
I
but I
thought
guess
you
we
guys did
haven't.
review Speed.
That's what I thought, but I guess not. So I guess we got to add that because Sassy will never live it down. She won't let me live it down. She loves that movie. So
She
now we have
will
to
once you review Speed and 5 other drugs.
Oh God. Listen to me. Yeah. So yeah, they just again, hold on. Look at this face. He's like, I can't
Like,
believe
boy,
I'm
howdy,
marrying
you
this.
gotta admire their spirit, and he's just looking at
Yeah.
him like, screw, man.
Whatever. Fuck you. And then she's disgusted in the back, like, why am I marrying this asshole? She's like, I can't marry this dumb
Yeah,
bitch.
he's like going full tornado whisperer here, where he's like, look
Yeah.
at the updraft, the angle, it's gonna shift
Because
its
this is
track.
where
It's like,
she's-
what?
This is where she's realizing that she can't compete with the tornado chase.
No.
Like
No, not at
she'll
all.
never, she'll always be second seat to that.
Hang,
But
hang on though, for real, look at her with her hair getting messy. She looks way hotter now.
she does. She does.
Yes.
Yep. Exactly.
Hold on.
That's what I'm saying.
Or-
She needs a little
Real-
tornado hair.
Go ahead, Vex. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna ask. Sorry, you said Shield Wall. You said that this was a hero's journey film, right?
Yep.
Who is the hero?
It's Joe's hero's journey because
Gotcha. Okay.
because she's trying to create an early warning system so that no one else dies like her father did
Mm-hmm.
because they didn't have any warning. So her whole motivation and why she is the way she is to get to that end point. And that's what's driving her. It's not because, yeah, she has a relationship with Bill Paxton, but that's not her core reason of doing things.
Yeah.
She's not trying to do it because she
Facts.
wants to be better than a man, and she wants to be the hunter, and nobody's, men are trying to keep her down. The patriarchy is squashing her. None of that kind of stuff. She gets in fights with Bill, but that's because they're such the same personality. But she's not trying to be like, I'm better than him and he's an idiot and I don't want to listen to him. She listens to him. He listens to her. They work together because they both have this same dream. And she it's like a heroic thing that she wants to do, which is to create this system so that people have more warnings so they don't die. It's like a really good reason for them doing what they're doing. It's not for money, it's not for fame. And she's driven by it because of what happened to her in her life. So she had her origin story, her Batman story, her dad getting sucked out of the thing, and she doesn't want to see that happen again. And then later on, what happens to the other town, the Wakita or whatever, even reinforces it more. So that's my take on it being like I don't know if heroic is maybe the best thing, but she's not driven for petty reasons, for the patriarchy's trying to squash me and I'm better than everybody and look at what I can do. She's doing it for real reasons, like reasons I think everybody can connect with.
Yeah, character motivation.
Okay.
Right.
Strong as hell character motivation.
Yep, exactly. She really wants to make things better for no other reason than just to save lives.
Yeah,
Suck
this is
Zone
one of
would
the
be a
scenes
good
where-
superhero name, like Frozone. Suck Zone.
Oh,
would be
bro,
really
that'd be
good.
awesome.
All I know is that
my
Dyke can chase
super suit?
tornadoes.
Oh, good night. Love it. Thank you.
Night,
Have a wonderful evening.
I love it.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Yeah, so there's like let's see, F3 tornado they're chasing. Is this the part? Yeah, this is the part where they get stuck between the two water spout tornadoes, right? Coming up.
Mm-hmm.
We got sisters.
Yeah, we got two sisters. Okay, so again, this is one of the other kind of instances where they're like, yeah, this is all bullshit, but it's a hell of a fun to watch.
Like full acolyte.
Yeah, this is one of the things
Twins.
maybe Vex you were just talking about with the sound design when they're in the middle of this thing. The
Yeah,
sound gets
that's
a
where it
little
goes a bit
fucking weird.
wonky.
Twin tornadoes have a lot of force.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We gotta go,
Oh, yeah.
Julia. They got cows.
The other thing that's
They're
very
not cats!
unrealistic,
The
that's
power
very
of
unrealistic
F3.
about this entire scene is that she has any kind of cell reception out in the middle of Oklahoma.
right,
In
especially
96.
during a tornado.
I thought you were going to talk.
I
about
watched
the
a
fact
lot of
that
YouTube
There's a
today.
cow flying, but their truck is just fine.
No, it's
Yeah,
the truck will fly too?
yeah.
It's totally the cell service. There is no way they have any cell service in the middle of Oklahoma in 1996. It's not happening.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, but she's screaming, and then they're in the middle of these two things, and I mean, it's fun. Again, it's a fun watch. And then there you go, Gord. She's waiting for you in the back of the truck, man, with her messy hair. Yeah,
I like what she
I'll be
says
your
here too. She's
tornado.
like, I thought chasing tornadoes was a euphemism.
Yeah, metaphor. Yeah, I thought it was a metaphor.
The metaphor.
Like, oh my god,
That could be a euphemism too.
it is a euphemism. Yeah. She's like, it's not okay. She's like, I can't believe you do this for a living. This isn't like my thing is though. How I don't know how long they never mentioned about how long they've been together. Correct?
It's not. I mean, it's not. It's basically it's almost the same amount of time that him and Joe have been apart because she's the only person he's been with since. So it's probably been a matter of months because
okay.
Like, he brings up that he served her divorce papers in December. This is probably taking place like spring or summer. So a matter of months.
Not long enough.
Yeah, it's spring and summer is tornado season for the most part.
Yeah.
And you got to figure if he served him in December, she probably wasn't in the picture at that point.
Oh, there you go. Like Tyler's got the info. The outbreak is in May, and he asked for a divorce. Oh, so there you go. He's right. Yeah, spring, basically into the spring summer. So this is where they're going to go into Wakita, right? They're not far. Right. So it's her aunt who lives in Wakita. Aunt May. Yeah.
Wakita forever.
She serves a lot of cow meat, which is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a small town,
Steak
really
and
small
eggs,
town.
baby.
Yeah, God, that looked really good, by the way.
Yeah, like one of the most annoying things in this is when they put the steak down on Melissa's plate and she gives this look like, what is this? I'm like,
yeah, like
it's steak.
It's a fucking ribeye, bitch. Eat it.
Steak is amazing. What's wrong with you?
At least in this movie, they actually
vegan.
They did eat the food a little bit instead of the movie.
Dude, my biggest pet peeve. I hate it.
I
fucking hate that when listen. I know that's not why you're watching the movie, but I fucking hate wasted. Drives me insane when people don't eat.
They waste food in this one.
This one, for the most part,
just
they
a lot
eat
of
most
movies.
Of it.
They do.
Yeah, I just ordered my meal, or I can't eat.
Not only do they finish the meal, but he gets the leftovers. Dusty.
Here's a question for everybody. What are your thoughts on them cooking the egg in the same pan with the steak?
That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah, all that rendered
by the
fat
way, this
in the
movie
egg is
introduced my
perfect.
family to steak and eggs, and it's so good.
Bro,
together.
steak and eggs is so good.
America.
Okay,
Mine
then
is,
here's
bro,
a
I would
second
100%
question.
do that.
Toast or muffin, or muffins or biscuits with
cornbread.
Toast
cornbread
with
for
a
sure.
steak.
Cornbread is good.
Yeah.
Toast,
Okay.
Yeah.
Cornbread
moist,
muffins
though.
with oof.
Oh yeah, cornbread muffins. Yum.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, stop it. Stop it.
That.
Yes. So they're
Next
eating.
gravy is famous. It's practically a food group.
Oh
I
yeah,
love that
they're
line.
watching the guy. What's his name? Jonas on the TV. Some of my colleagues had some unfortunate incidents. And they're like, turn the TV off.
I just want to re-edit the entire movie with every single moment
him.
we can. Have him coming close and saying "suck zone."
This guy, yeah, there he is going. He knows
on her taters and all that, and he just goes right up to her, "suck zone." Every
he doesn't
single
belong
scene,
in the
suck zone.
suck zone.
God,
He does say he sucks in this scene, so that's close.
He does. Imminent ruage, man. So 90s.
He's gonna rue the day he came up against the extreme,
baby.
He could have been replaced with Pauly Shore, I swear.
Dude, seriously.
For sure.
Oh yeah, we should totally recast this movie.
I think it being Philip Seymour Hoffman makes it 10 times funnier because he's such a good actor.
No. Yeah, he pulls it off. He does.
I think you
Yeah, this
need
is
to
where
be a
Helen
good
Hunt-
actor to pull off a character so goofy, though. Let's
You
be
have to.
honest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like she's reminiscing about the old times, and she gets sad here. Oh, so sad. He looks like the guy from Terminator, doesn't he? Terminator 2 a little bit.
He
Oh,
does.
Robert
Yeah,
Patrick.
little Robert Patrick. Yeah.
A little bit of a
They're telling the
Come with
story
me if you
about the
want.
naked
Nice
guy who approached them during the
Yep.
tornado,
Yep.
which was Bill Paxton. I mean, he's talking about Bill Paxton being naked coming out of his car.
He's the extreme, man. Oh God, Bill Paxton, man, he was such a good actor. she's looking at all this like, what the fuck am I getting myself into here? Like, I can't. Like, it's like you said, she can't compete with all this. Like, this is, he loves doing this, and he's not happy with her, and she's not stupid. She, little Helen, there you go, little forehead wiping in the shower. There you go. This is where they talk about the Fujita scale and how the different levels are. And
Wait,
I like
it's
how
not
they
a
talk
fajita
about.
scale?
Yes, it is.
No, it's not a fucking. Yeah, we'll
It's
go. You can
fucking
think it's a
spelled
fajita,
fajita, isn't it? Wait, how do you spell it?
No, it's
That's
foo.
F-
Foo.
it's
No, fajita's A.
F-U-G-I-T-A. It's
I'm
calling
it.
it.
It's because a Japanese scientist is the one that came up with it.
Yeah, Fujita.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
calling it
she's-
Vegeta scale because if it goes
Yeah,
over
if it goes
9,000,
Super Saiyan.
yeah.
I mean, a fajita is
That's what caused
basically
the
like
tornado.
a fajita is basically food debris in a tortilla. So same thing.
That's very true. That's very true.
Actually, if you go to Central America, they don't even do the tortilla with fajita. So
Yeah.
good luck to you.
Sick bastard.
Oh, it's just like onions and peppers and meat.
Yep, pretty
That's
much.
it.
That's weird. Yeah, this
With
is
a
where
sauce, but yeah.
Jamie Gertz's character's like, oh, has there ever been an F5? And they all look like, oh.
I'll go
One,
quiet.
yeah, one person's ever seen one before. What's that
My
like?
daddy.
The finger of God. Yeah.
I do think that's a pretty good ominous descriptor that he uses there. It's like that's pretty.
Yeah.
If you don't know anything about tornadoes, like yeah, that's a good line.
That's
He's
scary
just like,
enough.
"Finger
Yeah.
of God." It's like
Yeah.
that's properly
Oh.
scary.
Look at this. They have an enhanced Fujita scale. Jeez. There you
Yeah,
go.
That's like when it
what's
comes
the
out
biggest? What's the
sizzling.
biggest tornado you've ever seen? Tornado, Tyler. F
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
Let us know in the chat because I'm interested in that. You're so beautiful. So this is where she has like tears in her eyes. She's crying to her aunt, like, "Oh, I miss him." Okay.
She's far less
go-
a creepy character in this than she was in Minority Report. If you remember her. in
Oh,
that.
dude.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
she
right.
was scary. The
Talking
plants
about
killing.
the ant or
Talking about the
Yeah,
older
the ant was
Aunt
in-
May here.
yeah.
Aunt May here is one of the people who helped design the whole precog
Yeah.
system in
She has
Minority
plants
Report.
that kill
She just
you.
she just plants a kiss on Tom Cruise. It's like ooh, Aunt May.
Look, Vex, she's covering her forehead a little bit. Is that acceptable or
Not enough.
okay? You need more hair.
she needs to wear a nun's habit or something.
You got full coverage on
Hide
that
her
forehead. That's a liability only forehead.
Okay. Oh, he said, look, my first storm chase ever was a very destructive EF4. Wow. That's a big boy.
Wow.
Enhanced Fajita 4.
That's enhanced, baby. It's twice the
Yep,
size.
it's Super Saiyan times 3.
That's cool. So F3, so they find out there's an F3 coming, and they're like, "We're off to the races. Let's go. Give me those." Yeah, see again, Whitey. She's giving them the food. I like this. No wasted food.
It's beautiful.
That's
Pisses
me off, man.
So
Oh,
southern or midwestern.
Give us a kiss. Give us a kiss, sweetie. That's not a good.
Like,
that's
She's
not a
just
good
trying to
place
dodge the
stop.
forehead, dude. She's like, starts putting her bangs down for her.
This
Nah,
is
cover
the
that up,
wrong place to stop on. Like, what the fuck?
baby.
Oh, yeah. There's him. You want to suck the
And he's
zone,
joining
baby?
in. He's like, let's keep the festivities going.
Look at the revulsion on her face.
Yeah,
This
he's
guy
got
would
that
get
A1.
me too. These days, this dude would be gone.
He's got that
It's you and
A1
me,
sauce
right?
breath.
Sweet.
Yeah.
He'd have been HR
Hi.
right out of there.
Oh God. And there she's like, oh, these people, and this poor dog. Oh God. She's like, thank
Poor
God these
dog.
people are at
Like
my
that looks like
house.
Roman's dog.
Oh, they didn't. What we didn't see there is that Aunt May has a bunch of like art designs in the front yard that kind of look like
The
mimic
little windmill
tornadoes,
things or
Little
whatever,
windmill.
wind chimes and stuff. Yeah.
which plays a big part later. Little foreshadowing there, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah. So this is where they're off chasing another tornado. And so from what I do understand about the tornado storm chaser, and maybe Tyler can, you will have parts where it's completely clear until you get closer to the tornado. It's not all like you'll have blue skies leading up to the actual tornado.
Yes.
And then obviously the thing. So that's pretty interesting.
This
I
is
mean,
where
I
they
don't know.
play the
I
big
don't know a lot
problem.
about tornadoes, but I know a bit about thunderstorms. And yeah, it can be like a bright sunny because it has to be hot for it to exist. Like it has to be a cold front moving into a hot front. So typically, if you're in the path of the storm, it's going to be nice sunny weather until it gets there.
Interesting. Interesting.
Typically, that's not always the case. Weather's
Well,
fucked,
look,
but
Look, he's putting. What is he putting around here? Is this like
wiring
a,
her up. He's
Yeah,
wiring
it's
her
her,
up.
Oh, he's
comm unit.
he's feeling her. He's feeling
she's
her. up is
enjoying
what
it a
he's
lot.
doing. Yeah. Feel my
She's
forehead.
She's
not-
definitely enjoying it. She's
Oh
like,
yeah,
got the tongue halfway out. She's like, "Heh."
Is there a
the air is not the only thing moist.
Yeah, her forehead.
Is there a term? I have a question. Is there a term for when it's raining but the sun is out? Like
sun showers? Isn't that what
Devil's
it's called?
beating his wife.
Yeah, Devil's beating his wife.
yeah. So in a lot of countries, if you see it, they call it different things. Like in Japan, they call it a kitsune wedding, which means a fox's wedding.
Right.
And in
I think it's called
folklore,
a sun shower.
Sun shower. That's what I meant to say. Yeah,
but it's
Look at
pretty
this.
rare when it happens.
Look
I
at
think
that.
it's like,
She's
you know, like
Yeah.
the sun's kind of golden, so it's like a golden. Wait a minute, no, that's not it.
Whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa!
wow.
Get you,
Wow.
Get your head out of the gutter. Oh God, Gord. Why do I invite you back?
For my charm.
These beautiful. That is true. You are full of that and something else. So anyway, yeah. So Helen Hunt's like, she's getting felt up, and while they're chasing this tornado, and she's like, "Feel my forehead," and he's like, "I don't have enough hands."
Man, they have 3 cool trucks in this movie, and they destroy all 3 of them.
Yep.
I just like the fact that like Jonas is like the whole, like all the vehicles are black, so they're evil.
They're
Oh, yeah.
evil corporate sponsors.
They're
They're just so
clearly
black
evil.
and so evil.
They're trying to make
Black
Dodge
is
Caravans
evil.
look cool.
Black
Yeah.
trucks matter,
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah.
Stop.
It's like government. It's like, oh, that's what they could. Yeah, the government vehicles were black and mysterious. It's like, yeah, that's government corporate owned. These fucking computers, man. Jesus. Yeah. So this is where they're trying to figure out what road they're supposed to be on. So he senses that the thing's going to change. Because remember, earlier he's like, Jonas has no instincts. Bill Paxton's got the instincts, man. So he knows exactly where the storms
low key,
are
one of
headed.
my favorite lines is when they're crossing through, and he's like, "Where are we?" He's like, "I don't know. Got to find this road." It's like Bob's Road.
It's going to show its ugly. Oh yeah, because they can't.
I also just
so
love
they're
the fact
saying
that
that
they're
they
just
should
casually driving through somebody's field of like crops, and I'm
Field
like,
of-
"Gosh,
yeah.
guys, like, how much are you all ruining here?"
You got hail. Once the hail comes, we know.
Well,
We
to be
know.
fair, though, a
The hell
tornado
we
going
know.
through a crop field would fuck it up pretty good too. So
Sure,
Oh, no.
Yeah.
that's what they'll tell them. They're like, "Oh, those aren't car marks. Those are tornado marks."
I'm gonna go on a limb, Tyler, say that's not normal for tornadoes to be happening in Chicago Metro. Wouldn't the
Dang.
buildings kind of like
Yeah.
stop that from happening?
I thought that you didn't get that kind of weather normally in a major city because all the concrete pushes
That's what I'm
higher
saying. Yeah.
so much up
Yeah.
that it kind of prevents it from happening. But I don't know.
There's like a million videos of water
There you
spouts coming off of the East Coast in Florida, and the second they hit the beach, they disappear. Like it looks like it's about to fuck up this giant condo, and it just stops
just
the
goes
second
away.
it hits the shore. I don't know if that's the same thing, but it looks similar.
Those are called Anakin storms. They can't stand the sand.
If you notice the hail in this shot, I think it's just like chunked ice that they just shot with like a air cannon into the air and had
Just
it come
throwing
down
it out there.
because it's not
I mean,
round at all. It's like shards.
Right.
Of
Oh,
ice.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
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 This is
I
one of
hate
the better
sand. It gets up
visual-
all in my vortexes.
It's sonic ice,
This is one of the better visual scenes with the tornado. I love this whole thing here. It looks fantastic.
The one thing
buttons
they
and shit.
capture exceptionally well is kind of the adrenaline excitement of the people who do this kind of job. Just how they're just like a group of party animals like all the time when they're doing this.
That makes sense.
That's no
That makes
moon.
sense.
It's a space station.
This poor guy's getting pelted with hail trying to turn
Yeah,
this stupid
I think
machine
they
on.
could have
Well,
invented a better way to like activate that, like make it automatic. You push a button inside, and it like does
Boom.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, you don't have to like
kinds
be
of
doing
90s
ratchet straps on the
yeah.
back of your fucking truck.
Yeah.
Like tornadoes coming at you.
Look at him. He's like, God damn woman, why are you not out here? Shit's blowing up in front of them. And it's like she wants to get
Yeah.
closer, right? And he's like, all right, this is close enough. Like stop.
Like these, like surely they had an engineer help work on this thing. Like he couldn't make some little rail system with a drogue chute so it like pops out of the back of the truck.
Here's a question. So they know that tornadoes, they know this is they're storm chasers, right? They're scientists. They know about the wind and how strong it is. But would they not know that this thing had to be weighed down pretty heavily for the storm not to push it away constantly? Because it
I mean,
happens like what, 2
they
times?
figure that out later, but the implication is that they're like among the first people to come up with something like this. So
okay.
they thought of the
That's
device,
fair.
but not like necessarily the best way to get
To
it.
Yeah,
in.
they would have thought it was heavy.
They're just
enough
kind of
or
hoping
whatever.
it's going to be picked up.
Okay, fair enough.
Because it's got to be light enough that it flies well, I guess.
I guess.
But yeah, you would
I
think
don't
that
know.
the thing holding it, you'd want to anchor it down, but
Yeah.
you have to do it in the path of a tornado, which is the trick. So
I just
Yeah.
feel like you could have like a nice little cannon and shoot it into there with the same logic that, you know, like just get a little bit farther away and just shoot, shoot the little monitors in there. Like if you're in the
Shoot the
middle,
gloss.
then nothing's happening. You know, if you're in the
Okay,
middle,
here we
nothing
go.
should be
Well,
happening, right?
So Tyler's saying the idea for Dorothy was to be
Yeah,
taken up, but they didn't
just
know
get
how
some
heavy
Nerf
it needed
guns.
to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I guess that's fair.
Just
enough.
get
I was
some Nerf
curious.
guns and shoot.
That's
'em
what
in
they mean later in
tornado.
the movie when she's like, we need to anchor the pack.
Comes up with the
That's-
idea.
Yeah.
We got to
They just
jump
kind
her
of
here.
slowly process like little bits and pieces of how we get this up in there. They realize like putting wings on them would help them to fly better, but then they're like, okay, we need to anchor this thing down so it gets taken up. So
Right.
just little by little they figure it out.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'll give you that
I
one.
love how we
this
actually
is
have
where-
a real storm chaser in chat. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
fantastic, dude,
Yeah,
with
it
the
is.
information. I absolutely love this. That's what happened to Toto, the group. That's the rains in Africa, man. It was 400
No,
pounds.
the
it was
real
knocked over by a-
version of Dorothy's called Toto.
Okay. I'm sorry. I got confused.
He
I'm
mentioned
gonna
it earlier. God.
I'm going to pretend like we just mean the band, though.
Rosanna.
Yeah, the tornadoes
That's
down in
interesting.
Africa.
Well, love isn't
That's
always
it.
on time, so.
Yeah, so she's crazy. She's like, we have to get like I get like the passion for her. This is like a personal thing for her. She's like, we gotta get the, but he's like, no, it's over, man. Bill Paxton doing his best. Bill
Game
Paxton.
over, Game over,
thing.
man.
I love him.
Yep.
Game over, man.
Why don't you put her in charge?
Yeah. Cry. What did you think? Yeah. You don't understand.
Oh,
You'll
if
never
Joe's
know.
name
And
had
he gets
been
mad.
Newt, that would have been great.
Oh, Newt. You can't
Yeah,
explain it. You can't
The
predict it.
tornadoes
This is good.
mostly come in the summertime. Mostly.
Yeah. And of course, like their radios are on because they're wearing like headpieces, I guess, or maybe I don't know. And then, or they're near the truck. And
I
then,
don't
so,
know
of
how
course,
this picks them up, so freaking
like
well.
it's
and so
pretty
clear.
accurately.
It's
And
because she
she's
has
out-
she has the comm unit around her neck. I had the same question. I was like, if there's no way they can hear them if they're picking it up in the truck, but she's wearing it around her neck, so they're literally right there. So that's why
Okay.
they can
Okay.
hear it.
Okay.
Cobra's
okay.
definitely
To
a
me, it's like
sponsor.
this is the cringiest part of the movie because it's like it's very
the
like
love story,
heavy-handed,
sappy shit. Yeah.
sappy dialogue. But I mean, it gets across. Like the
Yeah.
funny thing is, it's like I think it's interesting how how each character takes it because on the one hand, what he's basically telling her is that hey, this would have worked if you had just paid more attention to our marriage instead of just this obsession you have. And she later she signs the divorce papers right after this, like, because she realizes she failed him. But at the same time, it's like Jamie Gertz's character is listening to this and thinking,
Aw.
"Oh, they still love each other."
I think it's
Right.
super fucking lame how she just accepts it and backs down. It's just like, you guys go be you then. And it's like, that's
Yeah. You
that's
go
not
screw in a
realistic.
volcano.
Well, I think the idea is that over the course of the movie, like seeing the life he used to lead and seeing how it does excite him, she's just kind of realizing that this is something she can't compete with, which is literally what she says. But
Right.
granted, it happens very fast.
Yeah, you're giving it
Yeah.
way
Right.
too much credit. I agree.
I think
with you, but
they tried to tie a bow around it by her saying, the thing is, I'm not that upset. What does that mean? And I'm like, you haven't really developed the relationship enough to get away with that line.
yeah,
Well,
I think
how long
the
you-
director just kind of went, you know what? This is a movie about fucking tornadoes. Let's just get this out of the way.
But also, how long had they been together? I mean, so the divorce papers were December, but they've probably been split.
Well,
up
yeah, their
for a long
courtship has
time
been very
before
brief.
that.
So, yeah.
So who
they
knows
probably
when
could have
he met her.
alluded to that more and
Yeah,
made
exactly.
it, work a little better.
Well,
I love how
Yeah,
they're
she did
watching
say-
the Shining.
The
This is a
Shining. yeah,
great-
Yeah.
This homage actually is like my favorite thing
It's
about this
fantastic.
movie. The
Yeah.
way that the screen crumbles and the
Yep.
Wasn't that
And
At
the
the
film
Here's Johnny
scene.
moment.
Here's Johnny.
Yeah, it's literally the Here's Johnny moment, but it's the thing. It's like that particle simulation, whether or not you're into VFX or whatever, like the particle simulation in this movie is super fucking groundbreaking and basically
Yep.
started the disaster movie craze, and it's way bigger in the VFX community than it is anywhere else. But like them projecting like that homage onto their particle simulation is like
fantastic.
It's like film history almost, and they're
fantastic.
paying homage to that. I think it's really clever, and I enjoy that a lot.
No, I agree.
People
This is
forget
one of
how
those
good
times-
there were so many good VFX movies around. I mean, like, because you got to think, like, Independence Day had come out like the year before this, and still a lot of
another
VFX held
banger.
so well. So yeah, we have a lot of good
VFX goes way back too.
experiments.
Like they say, the best VFX ever done is Mary Poppins. Look it up; it's actually nuts.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can see that.
Wizard of Oz.
Well, I mean,
the
it had
practical
dancing
effect
penguins.
tornado and Wizard of Oz. It's literally like pantyhose material with like talcum powder. And the only color they can
Is that where
make
we
it
got
go is
the phrase,
brown.
"Don't get your panties in a twist"?
Fuck, it could be. But like
I agree,
the actual...
Tyler. Dante's Peak's another one that
It's a very good movie.
The bridge
Dante's-
scene in
yeah,
that is
the bridge and the-
spectacular.
The
Holy
movie's
crap.
dumb, but the
remote
VFX are
control cars
insane.
they use in that scene.
Yeah, the
are
movie's
crazy,
kind of
too.
silly like this, but the effects in it are really good.
2012
to watch.
is insane VFX too. Again, silly movie, really bad script, but the visual effects are just insanely good.
And I know it's here a little bit later, but when the hubcap flies across and slices dude's forehead, I thought that was pretty
kills
cool.
the
That was
guy,
my two favorite scenes is here when it's ripping through the film and all that. But
Oh, this
Can we
night
also
scene
acknowledge that
is-
these characters and this little thing here in a little movie diner here are really freaking stupid? How freaking long it takes for them to get cover?
Make
They
coffee.
wait so long.
Oh,
They wait
yeah.
so long.
Well, I think this is where they're trying to justify the whole like motivation behind, oh, we need an early warning system, and how they're so gung ho about that. Now they need to explain why. And I think they're just overselling it a little bit.
this is
to
where-
Yeah, because the
Oklahomans.
Wakita scene right after does it enough.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so she signs the papers, and again, this is one of those instances where you just came from like, an action scene with the tornadoes. Then it gives you like a little bit of a reprieve just to settle down, and then it gets right back into this massive. This is one of my favorite parts of the whole movie. It's just it was done so well, and how it just comes out of nowhere. It's fantastic.
It probably does, because I don't imagine it would make I don't think it would be very loud, would it? Unless it was like really close.
No. The new Twister film used some real tornado footage for their VFX. Yeah, see, again, with today's technology, and if it's done well, they can do more. So that's why I'm kind of interested in that movie now.
That's the thing. If they have like video footage of something or a physical object, they can do the VFX a lot better
for them.
They can actually have lighting on it.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Good point.
Yeah, you just match the lighting, and you're compositing at that point. You're not like inventing something.
Right.
Yeah, so that's that part. Go ahead, sorry, Shubal.
I was going to say the thing that makes a nighttime tornado so terrifying is you can't see it. So you have no idea. Like you get the warning, but you don't know if it's coming your way or whatever. And even though it's a EF5 and it's really big, that mile wide is still like it's just
not a mile wide. I'm sorry, I've seen it. It's not a mile. It's not even a quarter mile.
Oh, the path that it takes. But however big it is, it can still do the thing where it'll take one house but not the one next to it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm saying is you got to be really unlucky to be hit by one.
Facts, Sean. Facts, bro. The steak and eggs peak. So this Jamie Gertz is in the. So we were saying, Gord, like he figures out that okay, we got to find a way to get these things up into the tornado, these sensors, and I don't know how to do it, but we got to do it. It's not heavy enough. And then this is where Jamie Gertz kind of sees the wind blowing, and she's like, "Oh shit!" And then the TVs go out, and they know.
When the TV goes out, the tornadoes.
Yeah.
Are coming.
She comes out, you get the ominous wind blowing, and you're like, "Oh no!" And then this was great. This whole sequence, again, is probably my favorite part of the whole movie.
Yeah, them just kind of reacting as the lightning flashes. It's like this is.
Man,
I mean, I don't know how realistic
scary
it is,
as
but
hell.
for a movie scene, it's really good.
Oh, it's so See, Tyler says it does a great job building up the F4 oncoming. Yeah, it does. It is intense.
It's actually my
scary.
favorite. My favorite tornado in the movie is this one.
Yeah,
because it just the
It's
way
great,
like the
yeah.
way they even film it, kind of just slowly approaching and slowly ripping through
Oh,
the
dude.
theater screen, and all
Yeah.
this stuff is like really cool. I like it a lot.
It's coming, Joe. Yeah, so they have to get for cover. She's just like looking at it, like, "Ugh, I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
these
you
employees
one
haven't
day."
moved. They're still there.
Well,
I know,
I
and
know.
they live in Oklahoma.
And there
Yeah, it's
are
not like it's the
tornadoes.
first
There
tornado
are-
they've
there
ever
are
seen.
sirens
Yeah,
going off,
right?
by the way, there are sirens going
Dude,
off.
look at this thing.
They're
Look at
acting
that
like
thing.
Californians.
Yeah, play that just a little bit.
Hey, some people sit on the front porch and watch it come in.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
Well, in
I
Tennessee,
would.
we use these things called trailer parks to help distract the tornadoes. Okay? if Dorothy had been put inside of a trailer, it would have went right away.
Dude, yes, that is true.
It's-
I do
it's
remember
fucking science,
Universal
okay?
doing. Yep, I remember Universal doing this on a ride. It was so well.
I
done.
remember-
Imagine like a group of people like going into a trailer park and like just handing these things out, and it's like, yeah, just put these in your home. They're like, why are they doing this?
Put
It's
these
like,
in your-
"Yeah, just for reasons."
Don't worry
Like,
about it. Don't
a
worry
year-
about
like
it.
a year later, like it gets ripped through, and they're like, "Oh, we got all this data. Oh, this whole town got wrecked."
Yeah, this I wanted to play a little bit. Yeah, they're going to this whatever the hell this is. It's like not a shack, but
It looks like a little oil ditch, man.
Yeah, it's an
Car garage.
oil ditch
Okay.
for a car shop.
yeah.
Although being in a corrugated metal building is probably not a good idea.
Surrounded by
No,
fucking
probably not.
Yeah.
hard metal tools
Yeah.
and saws and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is your
Chemical
part, Whitey,
stuff.
where the thing almost
Yeah,
takes
yeah.
the guy's head off the hubcap.
I
And just
can
how-
confirm that when an air hose goes off like that, there will be a group of guys trying to catch it. I've seen that a
Yeah.
number of times.
I've seen it in real life.
Somebody's
seen it
gonna
in
get
real
hit in the
life.
nuts.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the way that the actor reacts to it too is so real. I feel
Yeah,
like-
yeah, shocked. And Jamie Gertz
like-
is just like falling apart here. She's like, I don't want to. I hate you. I don't want to be
Dusty
here.
leans in and says, "Suck zone."
Sucks.
right after his forehead gets cut, and he's screaming blood and all that. All this blood messes up there, and just Philip Seymour Hoffman's lips right up to his ear. Suck zone.
Sucks.
I like the end of the movie. He's like Hodor, but his word is like suck zone instead of hold the door. Suck zone. Suck zone.
Poor Aunt May. Poor Aunt May's watching a movie with and all of a sudden she's like, oh, something bad's about to happen. And her wind chimes are going crazy. And then boom. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. Yeah.
I do
so
like
they
the
just-
idea that they get the solution to their Dorothy design problem from her wind chimes. I thought that was a
From
nice
her.
touch.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
Yeah, that was cool.
And they
That was
set
cool.
it up like in 9 different ways. This is good.
because they're
It's just
so
good.
defeated at the
Fallback.
time.
Yep.
And when
I
they
think
see
this is
that-
actually though. I like this little exchange because I think this is where she decides like, okay, I'm out. Because she's like,
I
oh, is
can't
this
do
what
this.
that was like on the? He's
Oh.
like that. No, he goes, we were lucky
What
just
she's-
now.
go
That was
back- go
like
back
that
one
up there
there.
was nothing. Whereas to her
Yeah.
character, she was like, that was horrific. And she's like, okay, this is too much.
Yep.
Go back one.
And of course,
Nope.
oh, sorry.
Go back one.
Right here
Back one
or
more.
another one.
One more. Right there. She's
Oh,
thinking
sorry.
the suck
That-
zone.
Yep. It's like maybe I should go into the suck zone.
This is where like you zoom in on her and all like the suck zone PTSD stuff starts flashing.
You have to make this meme now.
Yes.
The suck zone. And of course, they figure it's going towards Wakita, and they're like, "Oh no, we have to go save Aunt May."
I'm not gonna lie, like when he delivered that line, I remember like genuinely like my sister and I looking at each other like, oh crap. It's like, hey man,
Yeah.
like we
Oh,
were like for real
no.
concerned. That's a good way
Yeah.
to like get teenagers like we were to be like,
Yeah.
oh no.
And this
Man,
is
there's
where-
like 500 ways you could
Where's her
make like
nephew?
an
Spider-Man,
amazing
when you-
parody.
when she needs her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where is Spider-Man?
There's like 100 ways you could make like an amazing parody of this film.
Of
Though.
it?
Like,
Oh,
I
God,
know
yeah.
Sharknado's kind of done it, but like no, like a way more direct. We're making fun of Twister and all the stuff that it's associated with.
Oh,
You know, just have
100%.
Green Goblin come flying through the side of the of Aunt May's house and shit.
I'm riding an F5, Spider-Man.
Yeah. So this is where she leaves.
I'm a bit
So
of a
he's-
scientist myself.
Poor Jamie Gertz can't have it. She can't handle it anymore. So he's like, all right, you go back to the hotel. You'll be safe there. She goes, nah, bitch, I'm leaving. I'm done. And she
You're not
basically
even
says, like,
Jewish.
yeah. He's like, he goes, yeah, you're not worthy of the suck zone. Go home. You're just like, I'm the extreme. Yeah. So, they basically, she tells him what he already knew probably. She's like, it would have ended eventually, like sooner than later. And,
Yeah.
this is what you love. So go.
What do you want?
I
To
hope
be all old and miserable at a job you hate with a woman you don't love? Or do you want to chase
Exactly.
the suck zone?
I
Chase
would
the
learn
suck
to
zone.
love her.
Yeah,
No,
you
that's
would.
not
I
that's
would
not
learn
love,
to.
Gord. That's not love, Gord. It's another
Yeah.
name for that. And then when you're done, you're gonna be like, "What did I do?"
She's his Gertz rent-a-car.
It's in his I can fix her mode.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can make her believe.
Yeah.
Oh God, you're sick. Yeah, so they go. Yeah, this is pretty wild. This Wakita scene is wild because the whole town is just it's a small town anyway, but it's just completely destroyed. And
I don't
it's
know. It looks
pretty
like where I
realistic.
live.
I
Oh,
actually
okay.
bought this whole town.
This is just they filmed in
kidding.
Detroit like normal,
Yeah.
and it's fine.
Look, it's an exact replica of Joe, their Joe's family when she was a kid. Why are these
Just like
Oklahoma
when
women
Robert,
so big?
it's just like when Bruce saw the little boy who'd lost his father. This
Yeah.
is her remembering. I
This
must
guy's
become
thinking,
Prince
oh,
Lady."
if only the wife would have sat on top of the house, we would have been okay.
Jesus.
We're evil.
I did think that they put a lot of effort into like doing these scenes with the house and everything being
Yeah.
destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It looked like a very complex set, especially the aunt's house.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
the
God,
city,
yeah.
you
Oh,
just got a
yeah.
whole bunch of junk everywhere. But this is actually,
Mhm.
it's a set, it moves and does all this stuff.
I
Look at
sort
this,
of
man.
wonder because I know these films are never filmed in sequence. I wonder if the house that like they had this big practical like grouping of interiors for when the truck
Mhm.
drives through the house later, like the one that rolls on the road.
Mhm.
I wonder if that's
Right.
part of that set that they reused later because it had already been sort of destroyed.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I'd have to look
Yeah,
into that. It might
possible.
not be because of safety and all this kind of crap, but
Oh, there you go.
I know
might
they're
have been
really
a big-
creative when it comes to
So
stuff
the
like that.
interior was filmed on a
Miniature.
soundstage in
It might
Norman,
have been a
Oklahoma.
miniature.
Oh, okay.
The truck going
And
through
it's
the
got
house.
the I just got headbutted by Helen Hunt look.
Yeah,
Oh.
your forehead busting
Why
me.
does her head have to be so big?
You gotta
She
put a
leaned in
note-
for a hug and it's like, oh.
You got to put a label on that thing, girl. Oh, I'm sorry, Aunt May. Yeah, she's not doing well. Of course, the foundation of the entire house is crumbling as they're trying to rescue her. And the whole time, my wife and my kid are watching this. Where's the dog? Fuck Aunt May. Get the dog out of the house. And I'm like, wow.
That's another thing from the beginning when the family's running into the shelter. They just like abandon the dog. It's like
The dog.
that's not what you would do. You would totally get the dog.
Of course, especially a little dog like that. You grab it and just run with it.
I don't
Yeah.
think my family would. I mean, we'd get the dog, but we wouldn't be thinking about the dog first.
Well, if you're Asian, you would eat the dog while you're trying to rescue it.
There you go.
Leave that up to your brothers and sisters.
Like it's not only the family pet. It's not only the family pet. It's emergency rations.
That dog
Yeah,
does
it's
not look
dinner.
pleased. It's like, what are these
No,
humans
he's
doing
like,
to me right
It's
now?
like,
Where's his
would you
finger
put me
right now?
down, please?
Yeah, why is his finger up my but they get the dog, of course, and then the house crashes and crumbles, and it's like, oh shit. But they still got to track the storms. Yeah. So she tells me, I don't know how to stop these things. I don't know how to do it. She gives her some words of wisdom, Aunt May. With great power, I'm sorry, wrong movie. So yeah, she's like, I think you know how to do it. You've been chasing these things forever, and blah blah blah. And it's like, go. She goes, go and do it with use your forehead to stop these things. She's like, God damn it.
Use
Yeah.
the 4, Joe.
Use the 4.
She has
Use the four.
she has an
given,
F
you were
forehead.
given a forehead for a reason.
Forehead.
It's a Fujita
It's
scale for
perfect.
her head.
She has the Fujita forehead.
Yeah. But this is where she gets the idea of the how to make Dorothy fly in the thing. Yeah. So it's just, okay. Get back to the truck.
Start
let's get
dumping
duct tape.
Red
Let's
Bull
get
in the top. Sorry.
Yeah, let's get all the scissors.
I
Let's
thought-
get this.
I thought there was the nice touch of everybody's fingers being cut
Yeah.
because they're cutting up
Yeah.
the tin cans.
Cutting up all the cans.
Yeah, that is.
yeah,
cool.
yeah. That was cool. I like that a lot.
That was cool.
It shows
But
their
yeah,
dedication
little-
too. They're
Yep.
all obsessed with getting this to make this work.
I
Is it
kind of
probably-
found that scene kind of silly. Like they didn't think to put spinners on it beforehand.
Yeah.
Like it was so obvious, you know.
I mean, being that they're kind of the first people to come up with this
To
in
design this
the
thing.
film's lore, I guess. But I mean, I don't know if they necessarily would think of that right away. I mean, like I said, there's a lot
Right.
of trial and error as far as that's concerned.
I think
so-
you have to overlook certain things in life to be a storm chaser. No offense, Tyler. Maybe that's not the
Yeah,
worst
well,
thing.
it's a crazy job. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's exciting, but man, it's scary. It's like
I don't.
Yeah.
Do real storm chasers actually sit in front of the path of the tornado, though? I don't think that's what they're doing.
I don't know. Tyler, comment if you're in the
think he
chat
left.
still.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Amateur. Thanks
did
for
y'all
pissing
see?
them off. and
Did
making
y'all
them
Sorry.
a few years back they
Oh,
had
oh,
the
there you go. He's
Storm
there.
Chaser
He's there.
series?
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Sorry, Jacob.
All
what were
right,
you saying,
well,
buddy?
I rest my case.
That I mean, there was a show, Tornado Chasers, and they had that tank
Yes.
thing that they would like get real low to the ground and go into the tornado.
Tornado.
That was cool.
I've never seen that show. What was that on, like Discovery Channel? Not Discovery Channel. Like
Yeah,
one of
uh-huh.
those types of channels. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, this is where they get Dorothy on the ground again.
This is some
Mhm.
really
Ah.
hardcore day for night. Look at how bright the truck is in some of these shots.
Yeah.
How dark the sky is.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not. Yes, it is. It's not heavy enough. Yes, it is. No, it's not, because the tree takes it out. I like how it misses it the first time, and then the second time it's like, nope, gone.
It would have been picked up if they had named it Dorothy 3 with a Vengeance or something like that. They didn't give it a proper sequel name.
They would have picked it up if they just wrote Winnebago on it.
Exactly.
Yeah. When
That's
the
such,
tree-
okay. That might be the worst CGI in the movie is the moving little tree there when it gets close.
Yeah.
It's some
Yeah.
bad CGI right there. It was kind
Yeah.
of funny. Thankfully, it's brief,
bit-
but
Yeah. And I like how they're stuck. And then they're like, what is that? And it's a freaking semi just coming towards them.
Fuel
But it
tank.
helps free them up too. So it's like this. It's funny. It's just funny.
Fun fact: the explosion is real, and the truck driving through the explosion is real.
Oh,
Yep.
shit.
that is true.
Nice.
Because you
Nice.
could not do explosions like that in these days. They didn't look
No,
anywhere
no, no,
near
no,
that
no.
good.
No. Left, right. I like how she's doing like left. No, go right.
Yeah,
No, go in this farm.
they actually-
constantly fall.
they messed up and didn't film it the first time, so they had to do it over again.
Oh wow.
Oh man. Oh man.
Nice.
Could you imagine? There it is. An F-17. No, I'm just kidding. So that's the F5. That's a big boy.
Yep, over
Yeah.
300 miles an hour.
Look at the size of this. The semi is also real. It was made out of aluminum.
Aluminium.
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 The size of this thing is like I don't know
The
how
movie
realistic
claims
this
that
is either.
the base is a mile wide. That's what the
Yeah,
movie
that's
claims.
I
Yeah,
call serious
that's-
bullshit on that. It's
Wow.
nowhere near a mile. But anyway,
And then they're telling Jonas, right? Because they know, like, he's good at predict, like, Bill's good at predicting where it's going to turn. He has instincts, man. Suck zone instincts, and he tells him, like, you got to stop going on the path you're on because it looks like it's going to turn. And, I don't care what you say. I'm ready
He's
to
basically
die
just
for my
trying to go,
corporate
if
sponsors.
it shifts, it's coming right. It's going to get right on top of you, which
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of
Yeah.
obvious that that could happen. But
Yeah,
yeah, this is
Yeah.
boy.
And
This
they
this
get
is
an
like
antenna
cruel-
tailpipe.
a cruel death for poor Eddie. Holy crap!
facts push. Yeah, but Eddie's like, and I love this part, right? Right about here, I can tell watching the movie, like, this thing's gonna hit them. And Eddie's like, maybe we should listen to them. I'm like, bro, fuck what the other guy says. Hit the brakes and turn the car.
He's like,
do
sorry,
like his
you were in
line when
Wayne's
I-
World and you're gonna die.
I like his line where he's like, "When I want your opinion, I'll give it to you." I was like, "That's a good a-hole line right there."
Yeah. But then it gets picked up and it crashes in there. And I like how Helen Hunt's
As
character's
you
right. It's like Joe
wish.
this car fucking explodes.
explode. And she's like, sorry. She's like, what can we do? We warned them. She's like moving on. I'm like, yeah, she's not got a point. Like, what can we really do at this point?
I
except
mean, you
try to
probably
save
would.
people?
I think that's probably exactly what you do. Is you're like, okay, you mourn for a
100%.
second. They're like, hey, let's go.
Yeah, we got to move on. We got a freaking tornado over chase. Justice for Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually
All the
love that
shit
CG
happening.
little like wind vane thingy. I think it's a water pump or
Yep.
something, but that like little windmill just going fucking crazy as the tornado's coming up
Crazy.
to it. It looks
Dude,
great.
this part here with the house, I love this line. Can I play this? I
I
love this
think
line.
we're
so
going
much.
in.
Hold on. I'm gonna play a little by little.
I have no idea.
And it's so I love his expression. I actually laugh at the way he just says it. I think we're doing it. I don't know if I can be able to play it.
I think you skip ahead about 10 seconds. You'll be all
It's
right.
right here.
There it
It's right
is.
here.
Yeah.
It's in the trailer.
So,
You'll probably
like,
be all right.
Just his exprestion. It's so Bill Paxton, man.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
right after this, he's like, maybe we should get off this road.
Yeah, they're like, oh, again, major bullshit, but it's one of the best scenes because it's insane to think you're gonna do it.
It's a great combination of CG and practical though, because the outside's obviously
fantastic.
completely CG and the inside is, all practical. And when you just cut it together, it looks like they drove through a house. It's like,
Yeah.
And I love
nice.
how he's like, yeah, maybe we should get off this road. Yes, Bill. Yes. Oh, and Dorothy's getting ready. Look, she's getting Dorothy ready. There we go. There we go. Look at the size. I mean, again, it looks fantastic.
yeah.
Again, for 90s, like it just looks so good. So they did a great job. They're
Particle
driving to
physics,
the
baby.
cornfield. Yes, sir. Yep. They do their little countdown. They get out and jump. And then the thing goes, and then they start screaming, "Go, go!" And of course, it goes up into the thing, and then yay, Dorothy worked. Never mind that this fucking massive tornado is coming towards them, but hey, it's alive. So they start
Yeah.
getting scientific readings already, and it's working, and they're happy, and they're getting all this data. And then I like how Meg, your girl Meg here, Whitey, she's like, "Oh, yeah, maybe
It's
you
like
should
she
get out
settled
of
on
there."
calling her Meg.
Yeah, and you're going to jail.
Shut up, Meg.
Yeah, Meg. Shut up, Meg. So this is one of those parts where the meteorologist, the storm chaser on YouTube was like, yeah, they'd be dead immediately with this. The closer this thing got to them, like here,
Well,
Oh yeah, they
They
would
would've
have
been
freaking screwed.
you're
dead.
struggling. You're
Yeah.
struggling to keep up with it in a pickup truck,
Point.
and now suddenly you're able
Yeah.
to run away from it. Like, okay,
Now
Yeah.
the projectile stuff, according to them, was accurate. Like if you had wooden fences like this, it would kind of spear through, fucking build it because
Oh, yeah.
oh fuck yeah, it would.
Yeah.
They got you can
That
see,
was
look at
good.
pictures of like straws being like thrown through, like getting tossed through wood. I mean,
Yeah.
it's amazing how fast this stuff gets.
But like here, they'd be dead. Like the obvious. Like
Oh yeah, they're freaking screwed at this point.
they're gone. And I like how they run into the barn here, and it's like all these like
Just
Like,
filled
sharp
with
eye- they're like-
fucking bullshit.
who are
Like,
these
who
people?
are these- Yeah, like the sequel could like pick up right from here when they get up and it's like Leatherface's family. They're like, oh god.
Totally, Tyler. Again, this is exactly what the other guy said. I forgot the guy's channel name, but he said the same thing. Like for movie effect stuff, it's fantastic. As far as realistic, it's bullshit. But you're not.
They always
watching
do
these
that
for-
though.
Yeah.
You find me one film that does it exactly dead on, Master and Commander. But anything
Yeah.
other than that.
Oh yeah. Oh, Master Commander's fantastic movie. Underrated.
If you ever do that one, I have
Yeah,
to be
I love
on
that
here,
movie.
please.
Yeah,
It's,
that's
that's
such
a
a good movie.
masterful movie right there.
Yep. And they're over here just running, and everything else is being blown. Like you're so fucking dead. Oh god. But
Well, not to mention
whatever,
when they're
it's fun.
strapped to the pipe in the tornado.
Oh,
like,
we're
the
gonna
edge of the
get to
tornado
that.
literally passes over the
We're gonna get to that.
He thought your
says,
blender
like,
was
the pipes
effective.
are 30. Dude, so he's like, yeah, the pipes go 30 feet down. So we're gonna okay. So first of all, and Tyler could maybe say if this is true. So the guy on the video today basically said if this would have happened to them in real life, they would have been spun around and
It would've
banged
been
back and forth
grinder.
so many times. They would have ripped apart. They would have been ripped apart, literally.
Yeah, I was
Well,
like,
they
with
would've
that leather
forced-
strap, they probably would have been ripped in half, wouldn't they?
Well, they would have twisted
Yeah,
around each
yeah.
other like really badly.
That's it.
And broke bones, and yeah, it would have been a mess.
But for the movie, it looks cool. You're in the eye of the middle of a
Have-
tornado.
have-
So
have their-
how you get the odds
Have their
right
storm
here.
chaser buddies pull up and they're all twisted up together. Oh,
Yeah. Finally,
There's
it's
just
over.
like these two like pieces of meat tied to a little leather strap. Like, what the- Where'd they go?
It is pretty wild to me though. Like, and I
It's
will
just
say
her
it's pretty
forehead's left.
crazy. Her forehead protected him. Like, it's pretty wild though how these things just dissipate at it, like just come and go and nothing, like nothing happened. It's insane.
Yeah.
Fucking nature is amazing. It really is.
I'd
see
be
these
wanting
people
to
come out
interview
of
this
their
farmer. What are you
storm
doing with all these machetes, bro? Like,
Yeah, what is going on?
there's like
What are you
hundreds of them.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to ask him that question. You might find out.
Yeah. Look,
Yeah,
he's grabbing her
he
titty
would be
here.
like,
He's like,
what
oh,
machetes?
Oh wow, his hand is right there, isn't it?
yeah, we're going to the
Yeah.
suck zone tonight, Joe. Yeah, so this is where they find out they actually do love each other, and then everybody's happy, and there's 90s music playing in the background, and then of course they start arguing again about who's going to do the data and analysis, and you like doing things the hard way, yes.
It's like you're doing analysis, I'm running the lab, and yeah. Biggest
Oh,
buster
look,
on record.
finally, they're in love again. So beautiful.
Oh boy.
The dog's okay. Yeah, everybody's happy and kissing and hugging and
Fucking
yay.
face.
I
in
do
the
like one thing though. I do like
Another
I do
Kathleen
like as they
Kennedy
show-
film.
Boo! Get her out of here.
Spielberg. Look at the Michael Crichton. There's a
Just
lot of
noticing
good
Whitey's
producers in
picture.
Yeah,
Suck some.
Michael
there.
Crichton and his wife
Oh.
wrote the script, I think.
Yep,
Who now?
you're 100% accurate.
Michael Crichton and his wife
Mm,
wrote the script, I think.
nice.
Yeah, well, they must. Well, they must have been fighting because apparently the script wasn't done until like halfway through filming or some shit.
Oh no.
Have you
Another
just
one
been
of
making
those.
these in the back?
What do you think I've been doing with my life? Oh, hey, dude. After the show, I already got the part with the edited in with the As You Wish.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Swipe air works fast.
What's up, Grumpy?
Oh, Grumpy.
All right, Vex. I guess if you have trivia, please.
I do have trivia. All
Have you
right.
slept this whole time?
I was reading this whole time. I'm gonna be honest.
That's okay. That's okay. That's why we
My
have her here.
brain
She's
just
here for the
turned
trivia.
off.
I have to say, Adam had a good. I guess a little bit of Aliens dialogue broke out because of Bill Paxton. He was like, "Somebody wake up, Vex." I was like, "That's pretty funny."
Yeah, it's past my bedtime now. So
I know.
yeah.
I know.
All right. So this had a budget of $92 million. It actually did pretty well at the box office, given everything. Just under $494 million worldwide.
Nice.
Nice.
Pretty good.
There are a lot of movies these days that would beg to make that much.
Mhm.
Oh,
And they were
yeah.
On
ending
that
costs.
budget.
That's
Yeah.
actually a really
Yeah.
good margin. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
This came out on May 10th, 1996. It debuted at #1 domestically and came out the same day as The Craft. Unfortunately, it was knocked down to #2 after 2 weeks by. Take a
God.
guess.
Oh God.
probably
1996.
Braveheart or something. I don't know. The fuck came
Mm,
out in '96.
Anything with Christopher Walken?
No.
No.
No. I don't know.
I
I'm
hope
curious.
it's-
Mission Impossible 1.
Oh, that's not
Really?
unfortunate. That's fine.
Oh,
Mission
really?
Impossible 1's great.
Mission One's pretty
Yeah,
good.
it is.
Yeah,
I love
Okay,
Mission Impossible
fine.
1.
I just
That's
watched
fine.
that recently.
fair enough. fair enough.
After Bill Paxton died in 2017, Spotter Network choreographed 200 storm chasers to spell out BP with their GPS tracker blips on a radar display to honor him. This kind of tribute had only been done 5 times before, and it was the first time it had been done for someone who wasn't a storm chaser.
Nice.
Wow. That's awesome.
With a very loud and bass-heavy surround channel, this
Tornado
film was-
Tyler said he was there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh
He
no
has a
shit.
spot on there. Which letter were you?
Oh.
I bet it was P.
Awesome.
That's awesome. I bet it
That's
was
very
P.
cool. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, with a very loud and bass-heavy surround channel, this film was notorious for destroying surround speakers in theaters worldwide. during its
Nice.
release.
Oh hell yeah, bro.
Nice.
Nice.
That's
Yeah,
such
our
zone
movie's
stuff
so
right there.
PDE, it's blowing up your speakers.
Didn't this movie win an Oscar for sound design?
It was nominated.
Yeah.
I know it won 2 Oscars. I just didn't know what it won.
Did
Oh, no, it
it?
was nominated. No,
I
it
didn't
was
think it won
nominated.
anything.
Not, it didn't win.
Yeah,
Sound
Oh,
and
I
visual
okay.
effects.
Yeah.
Get
The
your
fact it
facts
didn't
together,
win for
George.
visual
God.
effects actually bugs me.
Sorry.
Like Babe the Pig fucking won. I looked it up. I had to know. Babe the
Babe
Pig.
the pig.
Moving fucking
Wow.
mouths won over state of the art
Listen,
particle sense.
Listen,
Like,
it's George Miller though. It's all good.
so what?
Wow.
Good point. Good point. Good point. Good point. Good point. Good point. Good point.
Witness Babe.
Filming.
Oh
in
wait, actually,
Oklahoma-
hang on, real quick. Visual effects. I didn't realize this. Okay, Independence Day was nominated the same year for visual effects, and it won. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh wow.
That makes
okay.
sense. Yeah.
That makes
Yeah, good
sense.
point. Uh-huh.
Filming in Oklahoma was briefly delayed due to the bombing of the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building in Oklahoma City on April 19, 1995. Many of the crew went to the site to help with the recovery efforts.
Nice. Very nice.
The production bought 8 blocks of houses in the old downtown area of the real Wakita, Oklahoma, for $7,000 to $10,000 per house. These houses and an additional 30 homes were built by the production were subsequently demolished by the film's crew for the scenes after the twister passes. The town later rebuilt the downtown area and also kept the new fire truck used in the film.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Someone mentioned already this was the first film released on DVD, but it was the last released on HD DVD.
Oh,
Wow.
In a public Q&A at a screening of the film, Bill Paxton said he didn't meet executive producer Steven Spielberg until a year and a half after finishing the movie. He said Spielberg greeted him with, "Thanks for making me a lot of money."
Fuck you. Typical.
As if he
Never
needed
mind.
it.
Typical. You know what? Oh, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Sorry.
It was Steven Spielberg's idea to kill off the father in the opening sequence. Originally, he would have survived, but it was decided that his death would establish how dangerous tornadoes can be and be the reason for Joe's obsession with them later in life.
Just got Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
Like, no, fat wife, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Don't save me, Superman. Sorry.
The opening scene featuring Joe as a child wasn't in the film's original cut. Instead, a nightmare sequence was shot with adult Joe, flashing back several times to her traumatic childhood experiences, as well as multiple moments where Joe sees hallucinations of her dead father. One such scene would have shown Joe being visited by her dad, who gives her the strength and motivation to take on the final tornado.
Oh, thank God
See?
they cut that out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that sounds
That-
horrible.
They would
These
later
scenes were cut-
repurpose that idea in Rise of
Yeah.
Skywalker.
These scenes were cut because DeBont felt they took away from the overall feel of the movie. However, he also felt the film was missing something when these scenes were removed. He compensated by going back through reshoots and filming a new opening scene that showed the entire event in full sequence.
That poor
Which
that
is
scene.
much better.
Yeah, the dad would have came back in flashbacks like, "Your forehead will save us all."
Well, it would have added a supernatural element, which would have been really dumb. in
Use
this
the
movie.
forehead.
Yeah, no,
Right.
that would have been.
Yeah,
bad.
it
That
would have
would've
taken me out of the movie for sure.
May the forehead be with you.
Exactly.
Yep.
The explosion of the oil tanker was originally mistimed and not caught on film. DeBont decided not to tell the studio immediately, and the stunt was reset and filmed again, costing a rumored $500,000.
Nice.
Nice.
Worth it.
What's this $500,000 charge? We had crab legs flown in that day.
Yeah.
The cows, man, the cows.
The cows flying.
Yeah, the cows. We got cows, man.
That second cow shot, y'all.
Mhm.
Michael Crichton and his wife Anne-Marie Martin were paid $2 million for their script, which at the time made it the single most expensive screenplay ever purchased.
Yeah, about to say
Jeez.
that's huge money for a script.
That's
What the
massive
For
money.
90s especially, yep.
Yep.
Now Steve Zalian, I'm probably saying that completely wrong. As
Sounds-
well as Joss Whedon were brought in as script doctors at a fee of $100,000 a week.
Oh shit.
It kind of shows this is not a bad script, to be honest. This is pretty solid, especially
No,
for
it's
this
not
kind of
bad.
movie.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the humor. I mean, Joss Whedon's really good at inserting humor into kind of serious situations. That's kind of one of the strong points of the dialogue.
And this is
Yeah.
back when he wasn't so full of himself, so he could actually make good stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
One of the Dorothys used during filming is now located 650 feet underground in the Underground Salt Museum in Hutchinson, Kansas. They also have the original film reel.
Nice.
Cool.
Van Halen wrote 2 original songs for Twister, Human Beings, and the instrumental guitar and piano duet, Duet.
Way.
Wait.
She just turned French Canadian on us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just went Celine Dion on us.
Fuck.
Do it. Oh,
Do
God. Add it to the
Respect
list.
the wind.
Add it to the Commodus Duet.
There was Citadel.
Skedaddle. Duet. Oh, God.
Respect the Wind, which plays over the end credits. Van Halen were originally contracted to write 5 original songs for the movie, but this never came to be as Alex Van Halen and Eddie Van Halen were both suffering from independent injuries, and vocalist Sammy Hagar wanted to spend time with his family in Hawaii. Hagar failed to show up on the day he reportedly promised to join the band in studio to finish the songs, which caused the band to come to blows that led to Hagar's departure from Van Halen. Human beings merged with an unfinished ballad titled Between Us Two and Respect the Wind was written and recorded less than 24 hours before their contract deadline with Warner Brothers was to end.
Wow.
And it's
That's
like
some
one of the
You
duet.
like
best
David
guitar
Lee Roth
pieces.
better?
Sorry?
Who you asking?
Someone
No,
just said
someone's
something.
talking shit about Hagar, and I'm like, what? You like Lee Roth better?
Oh.
Yes.
Listen.
Yes.
Most people do.
Listen, we all like the best duet there is. So
Yeah. Commodus Duet. I love the idea of that
Commodus,
being the full.
Commodus goes to the Citadel and they have a duet.
No, I like the idea of Commodus Duet being his full name, and he lives in the
Dude.
Citadel.
Oh, that is a perfect name. Yeah.
But Respect
Yes.
the Wind is a very good song. It's the best
That is
guitar
Yeah.
and keyboard piece from Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
In an early scene when Philip Seymour Hoffman is sitting on a lawn chair, he lifts his leg in the air while laughing. His genitals were fully visible for a split
Nice.
second.
Oh, no.
It was edited out of the
Suck
DVD.
Duck Zone was on display.
It was edited out of the DVD and VHS releases, but was leaked from VHS screeners sent to industry professionals. Now, this
Nice.
isn't the only piece of nudity in this film.
Right?
Around 55 minutes during the car chase, in the background, a naked man stands up in the cornfield to see what's going on.
Really?
That's something Whitey would do.
I mean,
Wait, which way
What,
is
be
he
naked in
turned?
the cornfield or
run
walk?
Yeah,
backwards through. If he was running backwards, I would have been
Just-
like, "Well, that's my
So
cousin."
it was just like some random dude that
I don't-
happened to be in the shot.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess so.
That was creepy.
I mean, I know farming can get boring, but
yeah, no
They
shit.
mistook it for an ear of corn.
So that's why you don't drive through people's fields like that, like they did in this movie. You never know what naked bitch you're
Dude.
gonna run into.
unless
There
it's
you go.
Interstellar and everyone's dead already. So
Mhm.
That's true.
One of the reasons Jan de Bont signed on to direct the film was that given the rapid rise of CGI in the 1990s, he saw this as perhaps the last opportunity to direct a large-scale film with practical effects. Time proved that he was right after CGI's fast evolution in later years caused an almost total abandon to make large-scale movies with practical effects. It's true.
it's too expensive.
Why?
But then CG ends up being more expensive because they don't do it properly. So
Why
Exactly.
is
here we
why
are.
is the Suck Zone master looking at Tom Cruise?
It's the highway to the suck zone,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah,
Ah.
there you go. There, Gord got it.
Yeah, how'd you not
Heck
get that?
yeah.
Come on.
Okay, my bad. Sorry.
Twister floated around the industry for several years and was seen as a very sought-after project before moving into production. Very early on in development, before Bont was hired, Steven Spielberg, Robert Zemeckis, Tim Burton, John Carpenter, James Cameron, and John Badham were considered and approached or attached at one point to direct the film.
Interesting.
Damn.
Wow, that's a lot of good directors. Yeah.
I know.
I guess they were
now
all
I do
busy
have.
at the time.
John
I
Carpenter
think it was
would
just
be
like
weird.
contractual obligations because, like, I'm thinking Zemeckis was doing Contact, right?
Yeah, and the more I think
Something.
about it, John Carpenter would have made a really interesting horror film with this. I think.
He would have. Yeah.
I think it would have been really
Her
cool.
forehead caused the tornado. No, I'm sorry.
Because we know how good
The
he is with
tornado.
practical effects.
The
stuff.
tornado. Yeah, that would have been kind of interesting.
Okay, I have a lot of casting trivia.
Oh god, my
Nice.
favorite.
Okay.
My favorite.
Do it.
There was
Wow.
one other actress that was considered to play Melissa, Bill's fiance,
Mm-hmm.
Mira Sorvino.
At that time, I don't see it.
No.
I don't know who that is.
She's a very cute
Nah.
woman.
Okay.
She's Paul Sorvino's daughter. She was in back around that time. She
She's
was in
had
the
some-
movie Mimic.
No,
She's
I
had
think
some plastic surgery done.
yes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then,
Yeah.
I mean, she was
Yeah.
good looking back in the day, but
probably not a good choice. No.
I don't think she could pull off that kind of part.
Mm-mm.
All right. The original choices for Joe and Bill were Laura Dern and Tom Hanks.
Oh no.
Dern,
Oh no.
see, Tom Hanks, nah.
No.
It's
I
hard
agree.
to see anyone else but Bill in this somehow. I
Right.
don't know
Yeah,
why.
No,
I
he's
agree.
He's too perfect. For this.
Perfect. Yeah.
I could kind of see
now,
Laura Dern because she was kind of a similar role in Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Yeah.
So
She'd be fine too, honestly. But
before Hanks decided not to do this and Bill Paxton took over, there were quite a few actors that were considered for the role of Bill.
Do it.
All right. Mel Gibson.
Well, we know you would have
Okay,
loved that.
I mean, that would have
okay,
been
I
kinda
can
awesome.
see that actually.
Would.
Yeah.
Give me back my Dorothy.
Kevin Costner.
Oh God, enough of the
No,
fucking-
because he would just let himself get taken up in it and die.
Yeah. No, I will.
Yeah.
No, don't rescue me. No.
You wouldn't be able to hear his dialogue.
He would
over
just
the
be
sound of
holding on to
everything.
Dorothy at the end. It's like, don't
Mhm.
save me.
Yes, we gotta
Yeah,
go
he'll-
get this.
I hear
We've been
voices
sick.
in the corn. They're telling me to build
I
something.
can't hold on to it anymore.
Build the
Dennis
Dorothy.
Quaid.
No, that's just
Okay,
That's
yeah.
That's
yeah,
discount.
yeah, I
Paxton.
guess,
that.
yeah.
What the fuck?
Discount. Yeah, it is.
Maybe. I'd say maybe. That's a maybe.
Okay. John Travolta.
Okay.
No.
No,
Oh,
hell no.
San-
way.
Sandy. No.
Just starts dancing. Fuck. Get out of here.
No.
Okay. Richard Gere.
No,
No.
he doesn't have the
No.
personality for
No.
this.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
No,
he
he'd
could
be
be like a
boring as hell.
background guy, maybe.
Plus, it would have taken him away from doing Primal Fear, which he's actually really good in. So-
Yeah.
Take
There
it
you
away
go.
from his
Yeah, that's true.
hamsters.
All right. John Cusack.
Is he
No,
like
he's
super
no.
young at this point? I guess they all
No.
are, but
yeah.
Okay.
he did
Bruce
2012,
Will-
so he got his
Yeah, that's true.
disaster film.
You say
Bruce Willis?
Bruce Willis.
Willis?
hmm
I
think
I
he
mean,
He would have
pulled
made it a
off.
different. He would have given.
yeah, it
given
would have
us
probably
a
been different, but
totally different vibe. Yeah.
I like Bruce Willis, so maybe.
he
Val
would have
Kilmer.
said, "Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon."
Oh, I like Val Kilmer. I don't think this is the right role for Val
I'm going to
Kilmer.
go
I
for
like
the same reason I wouldn't want Gear because Val Kilmer was busy with Ghost in the Darkness, and I don't want to take him out of that because I really
Oh,
like
yeah,
that movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
good movie.
Kurt Russell.
Yes,
Always
Yes.
I could
yes.
see that. Totally
Yeah,
could see that.
yeah,
Always
100%.
yes.
He might be the one person that I would say would be every bit as good as Paxton.
I
Yes.
agree.
I
I
love
actually
that
agree.
one.
Actually, no.
Me
There's
too.
no. There's one more I think could have been good. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Michael Keaton.
You want to get
Mm.
nuts?
I
Come on,
kind of could
Dorothy.
see that. I mean, I could kind of see that.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a good enough. I think he's a good enough actor to pull it off. Yeah.
Okay. And the last one, which is my favorite choice,
Oh, of course.
Nicolas Cage.
Oh, bro!
Yes.
I'm gonna take this tornado's face off. I could eat a tornado for hours.
Didn't he win the Oscar that year for something else?
Leaving Las Vegas.
Leaving Las-
Was that year?
Yeah,
Might
Leaving
have
Las Vegas. Yeah, he got an
Yeah.
Oscar for that.
Yeah, he was good.
and have
Wow.
Nicolas Cage do
This is
the
an interesting
suck
choice,
zone.
Yeah. Matthew,
I
was
think that
Matthew
might have been the
McConaughey?
year before, but it was
No,
close.
yeah. I would love to see Nicholas. Matthew McConaughey. How old was Matthew?
He would have been too
McConaughey?
young at this
Yeah,
point.
he'd have been like 18 or something, right?
Oh, not
Yeah.
18. He'd be early 20s, but
Early 20s.
Yeah,
He'd be in his
whatever.
early 20s.
I think Gord's right. I think Kurt Russell is the next best
best
option.
choice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
100%.
Okay, and then finally, there were 3 other actors considered for the role of Dustin Davis, which is Philip Seymour Hoffman's role. Garth Brooks.
Lord, no.
No, really?
Garth Brooks.
only if you're gonna kill off the character at the beginning and horribly.
Yeah.
Mark Cuban.
I'm sorry.
Who's
Huh?
Who the fuck is that?
The owner of the
Talking
Dallas
about
Mavericks.
the Shark Tank guy.
that?
Okay.
Who the
okay,
fuck is
and
Mark Cuban?
I know
Mark
I've heard
Cuban?
the name.
I know
But-
Mark
Sorry,
Cuban, the Dallas Mavericks owner, and like you said from Shark Tank, but
Yeah,
I don't.
he is the
I
guy
doubt
from
that's.
Shark Tank.
I doubt that that's the same person
know.
that they're talking about. What the heck?
Who's the,
That's
who's
the only
next
one that
person?
comes up when you type it in. Hold on.
Oh.
Who's the next person?
And the last person is Chris Farley.
Aw.
Poor Chris.
I mean-
That
Are you
honestly could have
serious?
worked just fine.
I mean,
But
Farley's,
he's more of a
Yeah,
leading,
that could have worked.
leading or support.
The
Yeah.
whole tornado's going to a van down by the river. You know what? I'm sorry. You're all fucked. The best person to replace Bill Paxton is Christopher Walken. You're all fucking nuts. Forget Kurt Russell.
Wow.
Christopher
I'm just
Walken.
seeing him doing the sound,
Oh yeah,
whispering in his ear about the suck zone.
that's some
Heck,
interesting.
Christopher
casting.
Walken could be Dusty. Joe, Bill,
Yeah,
it's coming.
Bill.
It's headed
Yeah.
right for us.
Listen, do you like the suck zone?
She's like, cow. And he's like, cowbell.
Yeah,
what we
just
need.
Get Anthony Hopkins, dude. He's
Oh,
classic.
dude, yeah.
Anthony
Oh,
Hopkins can
he's-
play anything.
He's
Yeah.
fucking amazing. I love it. Was that all the was that all the casting trivia?
That's
trivia
all
in
the
general.
trivia I have. Yep.
Great job.
They didn't
Vex,
have
as
any
usual.
any other
Yeah, good job.
ones for Joe.
No other ones that I could find. Oh, well, actually, hold on. I do
Laura
have
Dern, right?
Jonas
Wasn't it?
Miller, actually. Dr. Jonas Miller.
Oh,
Hold
Ah.
on. Sorry, I
Ooh.
skipped over that one. I'm reading these out of order for some fucking reason. Okay. Christopher McDonald was considered for the role of Jonas Miller, but was already committed to Happy Gilmore, where he
Okay,
also
I'm
played a similar
Straight off,
arrogant
but he
villain.
would have been amazing.
Okay, but there were 3 other actors that were considered. Still,
Okay.
okay. Peter Green.
fuck.
I can. He's the villain from The Mask. He's also he's Zed in Pulp Fiction.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Hugh Lowry.
Wow, Hugh Lowry in '96. That's interesting.
Hmm.
Dr. House.
Thank you,
Oh,
Tyler.
yeah, he could have did it. Although
Thank
he
you
would have
for all-
probably had a terrible American accent.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you for your wisdom in storm chasing and joining the chat, buddy.
Yeah,
Have a
we were
great
glad
night.
to have you in here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great having
great
you,
to
man.
see
Cool
Yeah.
trivia,
Yeah,
dude.
that's awesome.
Great job, dude.
All right, and the last one, and I think this could have made a very big impact on the production. Alec Baldwin.
Oh no.
Yeah, just don't put him near any weapons. It'll be all right.
Dot 3 is
Make
just
sure the
like a
tornado's
pistol.
unloaded.
Dot 3 is a pistol.
It's
What
not
it
loaded.
does
Look.
is it shoots this sensor right into the tornado.
Yeah. Okay, now that is all the trivia I have.
Okay. Great job, Vex. I love you for it. Thank you. That was awesome trivia. All right. I guess we can go around real quick, give our final
What,
thoughts.
can we play Whitey's As You Wish video? Or is that available
Yes,
yet?
yes.
Did you? Is that the one you sent me? Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Give me a second. God damn it, Gord. Your demands,
Stephen
man.
Fry.
Hey, when art has been made on stream, you have to give it respect.
Respect
it.
the win.
Well, I got it. Jesus. What kind of volume did you use on this thing, Whitey? Talk about blowing speakers out. Oh, I got it right here. We're going live.
Do it live.
Okay, here we go. Wait, I see a screen. Whitey, where the hell did your video go? Wow.
Let it
Yeah.
go.
Look at all that porn. Holy cow.
No.
Oh,
Oh
God.
my
yeah.
goodness.
All those PDF
my-
files.
Notice I'm telling you. Andy, I know you can hear me. Turn around now.
Oh no.
As you
I somehow worked the Gremlins theme song in there too. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
That needs to go up on your channel. That's great.
Gremlin
Good
theme
job,
song.
Whitey. Good job.
Nice.
I love that song.
I forgot he said "as you wish" like that. That's perfect.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah,
when Gordon said that,
down
I was like,
the hill.
Okay, now we can go around giving our final thoughts and grade the movie. Shield Ball, my man. Final thoughts on the movie and a score, if you want to give one.
So I saw it in the theaters when it came out in '96, and I was just kind of like, eh. It was okay, but having watched it now, I'm older, have actually lived in tornado infested areas as opposed to not, and the world is much shittier than it was in '96. It's a much better movie now. So
Awesome.
when I first saw it, I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10, but now it's more like a 8 out of 10 for me.
Nice.
So some of the nonsensical stuff, like driving a truck through a house, that thing would have went like through the first window, the tires would have blown, and it would have just stopped dead where it was. Even if the house was made out of paper mache, it would still have stopped that truck. So anyway, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, actually, I wasn't going to go see the newer one, but now that I've seen this, I'm like, I want to see this new one and see if it's any good.
Yeah,
take
I'm kind of with you.
Roll the dice on it. But yeah, and thanks for having me on. It's great to be here with these titans of streaming. No, I literally mean that. You guys are always streaming, always got something going on, and things like that. And yeah, so thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Of course, dude. You're always welcome, buddy. Great to have you back. Jacob, my man. What about you, buddy?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen this, and I did enjoy it. I would give it 7 suck zones out of 10.
Nice.
It's a perfect rating. Gornado, beautiful pumpkin. You. What about you, sir?
Yeah, I'm definitely not going any objective route on this. What's even the point? It's I mean, I have too many emotional ties to this movie for growing up with it being such a staple in my family. But yeah. I'm going 7 of Aunt Meg's tasty cows out of 10.
I love it. Amateur. What about you, sir?
Nice. Well, I don't have a pun, but I'm gonna give it 7 out of 10 as well. Yeah, it's one of the movies I kind of grew up with. You know, it's always sort of like I think about those lemonades falling off the roof of that truck more than I should. You know, just weird things like that. Like, yeah, this is like a VFX staple. You know, a lot of the performances are great. It's a really good cast, but at the same time, there's a lot of weird, corny shit going on. There's a lot of really silly effect stuff happening, like the cow flying 12 feet in front of a truck. Like the truck's okay somehow. You know, just a million little things like that, but they're all forgivable because, you know, it's an exciting movie. The script is good. The pacing's nice. Everything looks great. The soundtrack is, you know, good enough to hold everything together. And yeah, solid 7 out of 10.
Sweet. Vex Electronica.
Sorry, just real quick, breaking news. Tornado sirens are now sounding off as the National Weather Service has confirmed and reported that 10 tornadoes are on the ground in Chicago, Illinois.
Wow.
Really?
Somebody get Helen Hunt's forehead over there right away.
You know what? There will probably be less casualties because it's going to interrupt all the shooting.
Don't underestimate black people there, George.
No, it's going to circulate the bullets.
I know. It'll be like Battlefield 2042.
Shot dead in
like,
Chicago.
Wow.
Sucked up into the tornado, shooting each other.
My
No, it's going to pick up all the spent rounds that are all over the ground and throw them around again.
Spin them around like
Yeah.
Bullet Twister.
Yep.
No, there's a video game literally called Bullet Storm. Why did I not say that?
oh no!
Pun master. All right, Vex, your final score.
Yeah, I give this film 7 tornadoes on Helen Hunt's forehead out of 10. It's a fun movie. It doesn't it knows what it is, and it really does make the twisters and tornadoes the forefront of the film, which I really appreciate. The human drama doesn't try to supersede that or undercut it, which I also enjoyed. Bill Paxton, fucking awesome in here. I'm actually looking forward to Twisters now after this rewatch. So solid 90s kind of action comedy flick. Yeah.
I agree.
And by the way, I forgot to mention this in mine, but probably the other main reason, aside from the decent reception Twister's getting, that I'm gonna go see it, is Glenn Powell might have the best shot at becoming the next actual movie star.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's in a lot of
he
stuff.
seems, and because he seems to be trying to endear himself to movie fans, and I like that about him.
Yeah,
Plus,
he
he's
said that.
charming. He's a pretty decent actor.
Yeah, he
so-
just came out recently and said, like, stop making shit movies and people will go to the theater, basically.
Well,
Yeah,
wasn't his
I
rom-com
like him.
with what's her face not terrible? I never saw it. But
It was
I haven't seen
terrible,
it.
actually. It
It
was,
was
god-awful.
terrible. Okay,
Yeah.
fuck it. Fine.
But
Point
you know what?
proceeded.
Yeah, he's growing on me too. Like, not gonna lie, that's a good looking man. God damn.
He was fucking great in Top Gun.
Yeah,
was
I
like the
still
new
need to
Top
see
Gun.
Top Gun.
Oh, bro, she's never seen the
that was
fucking.
good.
You know what?
You haven't seen
Yeah.
Maverick?
What?
Just
I haven't
the
seen-
original.
Yeah, I
the
haven't seen either.
fuck the original. You watch the
yeah,
new
Maverick's
one,
way
it's great.
better.
No, Maverick.
It is
You gotta,
way better.
you gotta
Actually,
watch.
it
You gotta
is.
watch the original. You gotta watch the.
Yeah, Glenn Powell's gonna
you
fun.
gotta-
You know
yeah,
what?
you gotta
You
watch
can
the
watch
original
Anyone
stuff.
But You, which is that Sydney Sweeney film he did.
Mm.
Watch it to see him basically naked. That was a highlight of the film.
No, I don't think I'd
Otherwise,
be watching
Okay,
the
maybe that's
same
why
thing.
people were saying good things. I don't know.
Well, it's okay. You can be talented and attractive. It's fine. I mean,
yeah.
I
All
do
right.
it every day.
exactly.
Sydney
Ryan. Me
Sweeney's
too,
at least
buddy.
one of those.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, definitely just one. Wiper, while the suck zone whispers to Bob. Compatible vector. Give us your final thoughts.
Well, I'm gonna be very analytical. Very
Oh, that's a
analytical. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those movies, like I said earlier, it's one of those movies I could watch anytime. It was on TBS and TNT all the time when I was a kiddo, and there were a few scenes that just stuck with me. And it's one of those movies where no matter what, like I said, at least once a year, me and my wife can watch it. So I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of five heads. Makes sense with that score.
Mhm.
Oh god.
He basically
Yeah.
just gave it a 13 out of 10. Heck yeah.
Yes.
That's a
that's the-
category
that's an-
5 head movie, eh?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's advanced.
Wow.
He used the advanced Fujita scale.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I basically agree with all you guys. It's just a damn fun movie. I had a smile across my face watching it. A lot of nostalgia because I'm the fucking oldest person here, I think. Well, me and Shield will. But yeah, fantastic movie. I will give this 7. Why the fuck do you leave lemonades on the top of the truck out of 10? And I'm slightly interested in seeing the sequel now. So I did not give a shit about that movie until I rewatched this, and then I'm hearing good things about the new one. So we'll see. Maybe Cannoli will actually leave the house and go see it.
Maybe Cannoli won't fucking bitch about seeing a movie with his family for once.
Listen,
you know,
we're going to see Deadpool, okay? We're going to see Deadpool. Leave me alone. I agreed to go. We're going.
I'm sorry, I'm never gonna let it go down.
I know.
No, I'm just laughing at Dusty being behind. Why
It actually looks like he's sucking in too.
Yes.
Because of their hair.
Guys, it's the suck zone.
Oh
I
god.
can't stress this enough.
You could animate some like spinning wind into that. Oh, that's amazing.
I guess we can
Oh,
go
I
around and
could.
do the thing and get the frick out of here. Field Wall, tell us where you're gonna be. What do you got coming up, sir?
All right, so tomorrow I'm going to be on Jacob Ironside's show, and we will be covering the movie called The Wrong Man. It's a older movie, so that'd be fun. And then on Wednesday, if it's still happening, I think I'm going to be on Zax's show. We're going to be talking House of the Dragon, and then on Thursday, I'm going to be on Roman of the Empire show. And we're going to be talking the final episode of The Acolyte. Thank God.
Oh, I'm
So,
glad.
and then yeah, that's about it for me. So that's a lot more streaming than I normally do in a week.
That
but
is, yeah.
yeah. Normally I limit myself to 2.
Mhm.
But thanks for having me on. This has been fun.
Course, dude.
I totally forgot that I signed up for this, and they were like, "Hey, what about Twister?" And I was like, "When did I do that?" It's probably a couple months ago or whatever. But
Oh, it
thanks
was,
for-
yeah. Like
Yeah.
3 months ago.
This
Yeah.
way in advance. Well, don't worry, you're supposed to be on next week too. So
Oh, really? For
least-
what?
Deadpool.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Come back out, you extrovert.
But yeah, thanks for having me on. It's always great to be
course,
on
dude.
here with you guys. Lots of fun. So I appreciate it.
Always welcome, dude. Jacob, my man. So I know obviously you got to stream tomorrow. You want to shout it out again?
Yep. I got the movie The Wrong Man at 1956. It's Henry Fonda, Alfred Hitchcock movie. One of the only one based on a true story. So that'll be fun.
Wow.
And then then of course I will be on Roman's show talking the last episode of The Acolyte. Thank God. The show is horrible. And I'm usually on Matt's show on Fridays. And then next Tuesday I'll be going over Aliens. So that'll be fun.
Oh, nice.
That's what I got.
There we go.
Nice. Very nice. Looking forward to it, of course. Gornado, I know I saw that you have a new meme video coming out soon, or at the end of the week, right?
Friday.
Yeah, I'll be dropping the next Biden says thing meme on Friday. That's going to feature his big boy press conference, which that was a lot of fun.
Oh, box, baby.
That's the suck zone right there.
That is the suck zone. Yeah.
And
But
the tumble
also
zone
I'm
in the poop yourself zone.
Yeah. Oh well, believe me, I worked in a joke
brown
about
pants
that
zone.
and the whole big boy thing kind of at the beginning. Yeah, but I got that coming out Friday. Next week, I'm going to be actually on your show, Cannoli. This will be all July. The whole of July, I've been on.
It's
MMM,
been on my show.
And we
but I'm also
thank
going to I'll be on Jacob's show next week talking aliens. So that'll be freaking awesome.
Hell
And
yeah.
I guess I'm gonna go see Longlegs this week, so that'll
Nice.
be fun.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
you just got Vex excited. I know. I want to see it too eventually. Amateur analyst, tell us what you got, buddy.
Not a lot for me. I'm just on the Gooch animation sort of corner or block, whatever you want to call it. On Thursday night, we're doing. Yeah, we're like, I think we're past halfway through the first season of Demon Slayer, which is an anime, which I've never seen before, and quite enjoying that. So yeah, come join us at 10 p.m. on Thursday night for that. Other than that, I'm probably forgetting something, but I do think that's it for me.
Are you working on any videos at all, man?
Kind of. It's hard. I'm busy as fuck.
I got you.
Yeah, I
Okay.
hear that. Well, always lovely having you on, sir. Vex, I know you're
Yeah, thanks
working
for
on your.
having me.
Of course, dude. You're working on your long legs video.
Dude, I fucking love long legs. But yes, I am
What do
working
I?
on long legs. Not those kind, but I get you. Yeah, I noticed a lot of people are just like because there's like so much going on in the movie, it's hard to like have a concise review where you're just like, here's the plot, here's the characters, here's the themes. So and I noticed a lot of people are just like having open conversations and then recording it and putting it up, and I'm like, oh, you guys are fucking boring. So I decided to instead go deep dive into all of the layers that build up long legs. And let's just say I dived so hard into that rabbit hole that I did not sleep last night because I got scared. So
Nice.
Wow.
yeah, it's
So-
I
it's-
actually envy that. That's awesome.
no, it's a very interesting feeling for a film to do that. In all honesty, so yeah, that I'm hoping to get out before next week's MMM. So keep an eye out for that. Other
Sweet.
than that, stream wise, I think Spoon and I are doing a stream tomorrow. I don't know.
We'll just find out when it happens. How about that?
Yeah, well, you'll find out when it happens. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to your review. I like your reviews. I like how you break down this shit and don't do the usual mimicking of just everybody else's bullshit reviews anymore.
Yeah.
I like it. I like this new Vex style.
I was getting it's
bored. It's
tiresome to just be
Yeah.
kind of chasing the algorithm, and it
Mhm,
also
mhm.
felt really inauthentic.
Yeah,
Just
with
what
you.
I like about film. So
100% with you.
She had to apply the Velociraptor.
Pastor.
Oh, dude,
Yep,
you
deep
have
dive on it.
I'm so excited for that sequel to come out. You know I'm
Bro.
gonna be reviewing that day one. Oh
Heck
my
yeah.
god.
110%. And then we're gonna do it. You know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do when it comes out? We're gonna gonna do a double feature MMM.
There you go. Yep.
Both movies.
God.
White Bear, you and your chicken coop building, and you're judging people. What is you doing any more Stardew Valley or judging your mama's Twitter?
I don't know which one I'll do tomorrow. I'll probably either do both or or this at least Stardew and all that. But yeah, so check me out on Twitter. I think half of your channels are advertised on every video that I put up. So yeah, anybody who wants to be like advertised on there, go right ahead and let me know.
I think you added some theme songs to some of us.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want a custom song for when your name comes up on there in your channel and all your links.
Yeah. Yeah.
Daddy cool.
Daddy cool. He's so
Daddy
cool. Yeah,
cool.
dude. This is fucking great. The greatest thing ever this morning, Vex. I swear. Yeah, please go out. Go out. Yeah, go out. You do go out. Touch some grass, but also check out these. Yeah, touch some grass. But please check out these people's channels. They're all fucking amazing. Shield Wall's a great guest on all the channels. Jacob's great. Gord King, he's kind of gay, but we love him anyway. Vex, of course, and White Bear. All great people. Next week we'll be back with the first Deadpool movie, because obviously Deadpool Wolverine's coming, and I am going to see it, goddammit. But Thassy's
I
on
believe it's the end of July already. Wow.
Dude, it is flying. This month is going crazy. Which if you're in the Southwest, you're very happy that the summer's going fast. Let's put it that way. Sassy's on the stream next week. Shieldwall Gord. I guess Gord just lives on the channel now. Whatever. And then,
you probably should replace Copa's picture with mine.
Yes, yours. And then we have a new guest that Vex is friendly with, Kada, who is a YouTuber. He wanted to
some
join
black blood into the stream.
We're gonna get some darkness. Darkness is our ally.
I don't think I can make it next week.
Yeah, I don't know. I might not host that one. I might not host it. Thank you, Flaccid. Flaccid coming over from his Our Tilts Hurt show with House of the Dragon. They're killing it over there. Good job. Thank you, Flaccid, for joining. That's basically it. The chat was on fire. Thank you to the Tyler for the storm chasing information. That was fantastic.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Perfect
Sweet.
timing. One thing. Chat is great as always. My guests, my panelists, my host, you're all fucking amazing. I love you all. We will see you next week, and be well.
Bye.